I guess I was wrong. There was no danger at all.
Now this is pod racing.
I've been looking forward to this.
Is it possible to learn this power?
What's up, chat? What's going on?
What even was that?
I don't even know. He was like crapping out the whole freaking time. I was trying to get it going.
So uncivilized.
Go, and then it was going, and then it... so everyone's just sitting there, right?
I can't watch anymore.
But yeah, anyways. Welcome back to a new stream. We don't know what we're going to call the show. We don't know if we're going to continue next week. We're just doing this like a trial run, and everyone give a very warm welcome to Arnold. I put his link in the description below, and this is our first time. We don't have a script. We don't have anything going. We literally just were talking backstage for like 20 minutes, shooting the shit, and we decided to go live. So we don't even know what this show is.
That's what I said, man. I said there's a slight chance this could be a disaster, and I have no offense if you think this is a horrible idea moving forward. So.
It could be, but that's the fun of it, man. We'll see where it goes. So a little bit about Arnold, man. Tell everyone about yourself, for those who don't know, for all your fans in the chat right now. You are the biggest Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes streamer, from what I know.
I'm not saying a lot, but I appreciate the kind word. Yeah. I'm on top of a small anthill, but you know, I really, it's an honor to be here. Before I get into myself, before I forget, I got to give a shout out to Rossi. He's been a mutual viewer of ours. I know you know him. I know him. He's probably super chatted a total of $100 million. You know, I hope he's financially stable after all that, but he's been trying to make this happen. So big shout out to Rossi for making this happen.
Just imagine him not even being here right now.
Oh, dude, that's happened sometimes. Like, I'm like, dude, guess what? And he's not even here. And I'm like, all right, well, that was.
I don't see him in the chat.
I told him. Oh, he's going to happen. I know he's got the memo.
I actually don't even see it in the chat at all. Bro's missing out. He's like, so chat, this guy named Rossi has been like, he's been a member of both our channels. He's super chats like crazy, like $100 every time we go live. Oh, he's here. Is he here? Yeah. Where is he? And he's been trying to get us together forever, man.
Oh my, at least a year. At least a year.
And funny enough, now we're chilling. Now we're actually doing a stream together. So.
You know, but yeah, we already chatted, because I don't think you watched many of my videos. I said I maybe watched one or two of your videos. So you know, we hear passing things about each other, and it's like it's been a pleasant conversation. Just the past little bit, like we were like, we should just start right now. We were just like talking about stupid stuff, and I think that's the fun we want to have. I have no idea what we were going to do going into this. I told people I have no idea, but if we're just going to come here and talk about Star Wars and just have a good time, you know, I'm all for it.
That's the thing with this show is that we talk about Star Wars, we talk about Marvel, we can talk about life and relationships and freaking YouTube and whatever, anything. Our experiences, like, you know, it's so free flow, and I think that's one thing that I really enjoyed about doing these streams, you know, first with Mark with Rule of Two, and then with Josh with Nerd Theory, and then now with chat. Maybe you guys can come up, if you like our dynamic, you can come up with a name for our show. I don't know. Why don't you tell people what you told me behind stage about your name? And I thought it was so freaking hilarious.
Yeah, there's a lot of intricacies, I guess. So the name Arnold T101, in case it's not curious, I was greatly inspired by Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's one of my biggest idols. Growing up, so I kind of loosely based a lot of my early personality when I do like talent shows and stuff back in the day off of Arnold. So the Arnold is because he said Arnold. That's, you know, that's always a joke about Arnold. I absolutely love how he T101 is his Terminator designation number that he has, or his Terminator model number. So in hindsight, as I was telling you, because again, YouTube was a complete accident for me. Like, you know, I didn't even know YouTube could be a thing. I was just doing it because I was like, I want to make a few videos on these things. In hindsight, it's like, oh god, I probably should have picked a cooler name, but you know, it's a special name, and I guess everything happens for a reason. So that's where the name comes from.
Yeah, well, it's very clever, and then people usually think now your name is Arnold.
Yay, you know, it works out for me.
Galaxy of Heroes. Yeah. So when you play, what do you like? I don't even really know what the game is, but you were telling me that it makes more money.
I blew your mind. I know.
Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2. You even said that there's people that spend $100,000 on this game,
dude. Oh,
which to me is like.
How do you want to get started? So first things first, if you don't know me, I'm not like a shill for the game. You know, I'm actually, it's kind of the opposite. I'm kind of the bad grace of the studio. So it's not like I'm here promoting the game or something like that.
I think, and let me interject for a second, because that leads me to a place. So a lot of people, when they found out that Josh was leaving, were like, oh, I really want to work with you. I really want to do the show, blah, 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 for one reason or another. And I'm like, look, I had to tell a lot of people, being like, look, you don't know what you're getting involved with when you get involved with me. Because lo and behold, let me just be transparent. Disney doesn't like me very much. I don't get invited to any of the events. People who work with me, in fact, a lot of them get the blind eye from Disney. They get turned away. And I can go into detail, and then I go into detail with you behind the stage. But yeah, if you get involved with me, you're typically not going to get many handouts from Disney. Or if you want to work with Disney, it's probably not going to happen for you. So you need to kind of take that into consideration. And I like the fact that, Arnold and me kind of just spit our own stuff. We say our own stuff. We don't really care what company, gives us a handout or whatever. That's not our interest, right? Our interest is you guys and doing our show and doing our thing. And that's it. So
do you take it or leave it, right?
Back to you not being a shill. Continue.
So yeah, it blows people's minds because when we think of some of the best Star Wars games, what are you thinking? You're thinking, Knights of the Old Republic. Maybe you like the Jedi Fallen Order or Survivor series. You're thinking of those AAA games. But it's mind-blowing to say that Star Wars Galaxy series, you were almost there. You said made more than Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2, but Battlefront 1 and 2 combined, it's almost a $2 billion game. And it's not like the prettiest game. It's not the most intricate in terms of storytelling. But what it is, at the end of the day, tell me a live service game that's on the market right now, and for Star Wars, that gets continued support, that lets you put together a team of Palpatine, Mara Jade, Star Killer, Visas Mar, and Kenobi. Where can you find that game? That's officially exactly. And that's the thing. At the end of the day, like if you want to be top end competitive like I am, the game is pay to play 100%. There's no way about it. People spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on the game.
It's in the monetization.
But that's what the magic of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is at the end of the day. It's that you can play these characters that you just never get to play anywhere else, like just obscure characters you never knew about. They even get to create they've made a few new canon Star Wars characters. Like they made a Genosian Brood, they made a new Rebel officer Leia that are officially Star Wars canon. So that's where the magic of the game comes from. That's what I really like about it. And the community there is absolutely one of a kind. But it is a little unfortunate. We don't have other games that people can really grapple on. And hopefully with that new era of Lucasfilm games moving forward, maybe we'll see that with more games. But it blows people's minds that, Galaxy of Heroes is their financially most successful game. And there's a reason behind it. It didn't accidentally happen. I think it's just because you can really get all these collectible characters and, you press one of a few buttons and, not many other places you could say you could do that. So I think that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day.
That's wild.
So,
it blows my mind that it makes more money.
Yeah, it really is. It's funny bringing people from the outside that, because I get it. Mobile games, there's kind of like this, there's a stench to it. I get it. Yeah. But when you just go to brass tacks and you talk about, the success of it from the financial sense, it's like people are like, whoa, no way. It's crazy. I don't want to get, I keep track of a lot of the data in the mobile gaming community. Like if you think that blows your mind, well, let me tell you this. Star Wars Galaxy Heroes right now, it's making about, 10, 12, 15 million a month. There's another game, Monopoly. I was blown away.
Like Monopoly? Like
Monopoly, the board game.
You don't collect $200.
Yeah, basically. They must have caught that Candy Crush, Facebook gaming type of people, those like games you might see your mom play or something. Yeah. That game is making like 40 million a month. It's like, what? So the mobile gaming market, it's very interesting. There's a lot to learn and it really blows people's minds. People blow their mind. But at the end of the day, they tell people, if you want to be competitive, this might not be the game for you Galaxiers because you need to spend money to get to where I am because it's been around for so many years. But if you just want a game where you can, play with some of your favorite Star Wars characters and experience the journey of Galaxiers on your own terms, the game is completely free to play, accessible, and there could be fun to be had. But it's an interesting thing, man. It's an interesting thing. So it's funny to see your reaction. I first told you off stream. Yeah. You're like, what?
I couldn't believe that because, like, you'd think like Jedi Fallen Order or Jedi Survivor, Force Unleashed, games like KOTOR and stuff like that. Like those would make a lot of money, but like you'd never think like a mobile game, which is essentially just like from what I saw of it was like Final Fantasy battles.
Like
hit points and stuff like that.
It's a turn-based game, so it's not like you're fully engaged with the character. It's basically I call it it's action figures on your phone. You pull them out, you make them do very minor things. Like it's not like you're controlling the animations. You only have like 3 buttons you got to click on for them to do something. But there is a level of I'd say intellectual gameplay there. There's a lot of like intricate, synergies and abilities you got to memorize. Oh, this does that. This character does that. So that's where I think the gameplay comes. It's kind of like a chess. Star Wars chess is kind of like this a way of putting it. So it'd be interesting. And we always talk about my channel, like, if Star Wars Theory came, he'd probably be disappointed if Lord Vader, as we call him, Lord Failure in the community. He's supposed to be like one of the top characters, and they kind of botched him. But
let me guess, they made Rey the number one.
She is definitely up there right now. The best, I'd say, Galactic Legend is Jedi Master Kenobi with Commander Tano, and there's a brand new Galactic Legend just came out as Leia Organa. She's got her Endor outfit. She's got this cool ATST, and this character Drogon, which is a brand new Rebel character they brought into canon. The guy hits like for a bonker damage. But yeah, Lord Vader, it's a long story. But basically, I mean, if you start off as a new player and you really like Anakin, you like Lord Vader, he's great for early mid-game. But once you get to that high echelons of the game, it's like, oh boy, he's kind of a pushover. But then they didn't nerf him. They just underbaked his kit. But overall, he's at the end of the day, he's still a fun character to play with. But it's kind of I know some people hate, like I know we were talking about this. Some people hate what you say about maybe the sequels. Some people absolutely hate. It's like, what's all this Lord Vader hates? And I was disappointed. I wanted this guy to be the best. He's maybe the fourth, fifth best team in the game. It's not bad still, but he's the most expensive.
A lot of Lord Vader hate, especially when Kenobi came out and everything. People were making like cool like reels and stuff on TikTok, and there were a lot of people being like, "He's a murderer! How could you like him? Oh my god!"
Oh, you would hate this. I don't know what you feel about the youngling slaying scene. I was so disappointed. Yeah, it's a dark scene, but it was so dark apparently. Like when you unlock him, you gotta kind of play through these like window snippets of his story. It's like, all right, tier 1, you're gonna fight Admiral Trench, because that was kind of his like one of his first big steps in the dark side, where he just didn't care about Trench. It was cool. Yeah, that's the cool thing about the game. You get these like pocket bite-sized experiences of these Star Wars characters, but the point where you get to like the certain tier, you're in the Jedi Temple, and they just completely don't show the younglings. Like, how can you do that?
They just completely skip past it. Yeah, well, but then in the Obi-Wan show, they show him like just slashing through them. And like,
oh my gosh, yeah.
He's okay. No
Dude,
problem.
That was definitely brutal. Anyway, sorry, I don't mean to take this conversation over. You go for it.
No, dude, it's literally like there's no it's freeform here. It's whatever. Yeah, wherever we go. Do you watch like all the shows and stuff?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've watched all the shows many times, the movies, of course, many times. I've book-wise, I've read the Ahsoka book, I read the Phasma book. The Tarkin book was so hard for me to read through, and I love the Thrawn books. I read the Thrawn trilogy. I've also I still got to read the last two in the Chiss Ascendancy trilogy. But yeah, basically that's and I played basically almost all the Star Wars games. Or if I haven't played it, I had to learn up, because like I never had an Xbox growing up, so I never got to play Old Republic. Yeah, because I was an Xbox exclusive. So when they finally added Revan, Malik, Bastila Shan, where I butchered her name and people hated me for like a month when she came. I was like Bastila Shan or something like that. Yeah. So I had to kind of like learn up about the game. That's cool about this. It's pulling stuff from games you maybe never played before. So yeah, that's kind of gosh. Yeah, I'm probably underselling the stuff that I know about. I'm not going to try to get a yardstick out and measure between you and me who's better.
I'm not trying to get your resume. I'm just like, yesterday, have you read the Plagueis novel?
No, oh gosh, you're going to hate me for this, man. And I have this debate with my audience. I don't care,
man. You could tell me you like the sequels. I'll still leave you on.
All right, your audience will hate me. So I just want to say, I know, like, I haven't read any of the it's so weird, because Star Wars is already fiction, right? And so it's like, all right, how do I explain this? I haven't read any of the non-canon books, because what I see it as now with the way Star Wars is going, that non-canon's fiction of fiction. Right. So it's like, I'm just reading it for entertainment. That's fine, I think, if you want for entertainment. But when I want to play a game or read a book, I kind of want to like read it for the purpose of learning it. Like kind of like when I tell people about the Ahsoka show when it was coming out, it's like, you really should read Thrawn, the official canon one, still written by Timothy Zahn. But I don't. If you're going to read the non-canon books, you're going to learn stuff about Thrawn that's not maybe 100% official. Like I think the way I explained it's like reading a biography about Abraham Lincoln by Dr. Seuss. I don't know if that's the right way of putting it.
Yeah, no, I get that. So the way I look at that is like, I feel like the stuff previously, I feel like everything that Disney did once they took over, I see that as legends.
So after Disney took over, okay,
canon, I see that as the actual. I see it in the inverse. So I'm like, yeah, I still enjoy. I can enjoy it, but it's never going to be the pure Star Wars for me, which is 1 to 6, and the Clone Wars, and then of course the books and stuff of that era, because they were all like somewhat approved by George. So I was like, okay, cool, like the novelizations and of course the Bane trilogy and Plagueis and this and that. But then there's some books that are canon, like Dooku Jedi Lost, that I thought was really phenomenal. There's also like the Master and Apprentice book. So there are a few books that are canon that I really like. a lot, but
So you don't see Mando season 1 and season 2 as canon. You're gonna break my heart.
No,
okay. So if it's so, what was so you said? So what's your line? Because like for me, even though I don't might like it, I'll be like, it's still official Star Wars. I might not like it, but I'm just curious to like where that line is for you, because I think I kind of almost got what you were saying.
So my line is I have an eraser and I can etch it out and then I can move it wherever the hell I want depending on my mood. So if you got crap in the Kenobi show where like Reva's surviving multiple times and knows who Anakin is and Vader is and like knows that Luke is Anakin's kid, that for me, I can take that line and I can be like, legends.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
But like Mando, I'm like, oh dude, Mando season 1, season 2, amazing. I love it.
Okay, so you're just so it's not like a clear line, it's kind of like a carving type of thing.
It's like Arnold, you have a piece of it's like a sculpture.
It's like a sculpture. Look at my biceps.
The body there. Here's the biceps. But this one has no calves, so it's like, this was legends.
So I'm guessing you think Ahsoka is canon and or not canon? Is that as if I had to kind of just guess, just understanding what you're laying out there?
It's just so weird, man. It's like,
okay, yeah, I know. I'm like, okay.
It's a good question. It's really weird because it's the way I look at it is like, at the end of the day, as long as I have the first 6 movies and I have the Clone Wars, I'm happy.
Oh yeah, I can see
as long as I have everything before 2012, I'm good.
You're good. You can just rest in peace. So you're just here for the ride afterwards.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm just here, to see like react to chat, see if it's good, if it's not. Mandalorian, absolutely loved it.
Season 3 though, it's okay.
I wasn't into season 3.
Okay, all right, we're on the same page here. Yeah, that's a whole other conversation. I thought for me, Mandalorian season 1, I feel like they hit a home run. I feel like season 2, I think did a pretty good following up. Season 3, I think they lost the core. What made Mandalorian season 1 and 2 special? I don't know how much you want to get into why I think that.
Dude, that's what we're here for.
Okay, yeah, I know we're kind of going with the flow here. I just don't know if there was other stuff I want to talk about. Like, for example, like my family, like I somehow turned out to be a Star Wars nerd in my family. No one really cares about Star Wars in my family. My cousins kind of do, but they're not like, and my brother, oh my God, never mind. Well, it's because of me. My next brother in line, he's obsessed with the Clone Wars and Star Wars because of me. So yeah, I take credit. But before my younger siblings came into fruition, I somehow became a Star Wars fan out of nowhere. But the point I'm trying to get at, my father, who's off the boat Poland, didn't really give any crap about Star Wars. I don't think he's seen all the movies. He and my sister, my mother, they were super into Mandalorian season 1, season 2 as non-Star Wars fans. Yeah. And then season 3 comes out. I was like, wait, what is this? And then he just stopped watching. So it's like, I think they really hit that perfect recipe of season 1 and season 2 to really grasp that, that non-Star Wars fan and like make him a Star Wars fan while they had him. And so I really think they just from my circle, of course, there's some ups to season 3, but I think they lost that core heart. And I'm hoping maybe season 4 picks up the way season 3 ended. It kind of seems like it's going to be back to, this Lone Ranger against the galaxy type of thing. So, right. We'll wait and see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally agree. But I'm wondering if they're going to go season 4 or they're going to do a movie.
Well, I can't remember if it was Favreau, Filoni, someone said they have like 8 seasons kind of mentally written out. I don't know. Yeah.
But then we're getting like rumors about there being like a movie now or
the Heir to the Empire or whatever, right?
Dude, if they do this, like the way Ahsoka ended, Luke is the only one that can save the day.
It's just so good. Like it's so hard because this is our first conversation. There's so much I want to say. It's like, so I'm thinking about Ahsoka. It's like I was just thinking. I do talk spoilers here because my audience freaks out if I like go 2 weeks and I say something in between those 2 weeks.
Oh my God, dude, no, yeah. Okay, this is the place where you come from Star Wars.
I usually give my audience like 1 or 2 weeks to catch up or whatever because I understand I'm not a Star Wars commentator per se. I'm more of a gamer.
If you don't want any spoilers for Ahsoka show, I'll understand. Just come back in 20 minutes. So.
Yeah. So, all right. Quickly at Ahsoka, it's like I'm a big fan of Thrawn. He's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. Like I appreciate non-Force users who feel like they can stand toe to toe with Force users. Yeah. Seeing how he kind of barely eked out of, I don't even know what that planet was called in the other galaxy that he was in. Okay. Yeah. And then he's coming back to his the galaxy that he's supposed to get back to.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, man, there's this guy called Luke Skywalker. I don't think it's gonna get any easier for you.
I know. And he was like pissing his pants about Ahsoka being Anakin's apprentice, and then it's like, well, how are you gonna feel about his son now?
Straight up DNA,
literally, like and he kind of defeated.
I mean, I'm assuming I'll give him credit. I feel like maybe he just didn't have the resources where he was, and now I have all my speculation about where he's going to. Maybe he'll be able to have the tools to be more prepared for a Luke Skywalker confrontation. But it seems like they're setting up, maybe a Mando, Luke, Grogu, the whole gang. It's I think because Favreau's involved, I think they're trying to give that Marvel experience where they do these little bits building up to this big guy. And this is kind of, we're heading into like Avengers, sort of. Avengers Assemble. And then, what was the first Avengers guy that they defined? That wasn't Ultron, it was Loki, I think. So I think that's kind of what they're going for. But I feel like the problem is for the non mega Star Wars fan who doesn't know much about Thrawn, I don't know if Ahsoka did a good enough job showing why you should be scared about Thrawn. Like, I remember to build up to Thanos, I didn't know anything about Thanos until I saw the movies. Like, I had the impression this guy is a big deal.
Same.
I think it's hard for people to see how Ahsoka panned out without reading the books or the novel or the TV show with Rebels. It's like, why should I care about this guy? And I feel I think that's really probably my biggest criticism leaving Ahsoka is just they need to make him look more Thanos-like. Like, this is a big threat for the galaxy.
And they got away. Right. They just kind of, and I think they should have done that with all of the other shows. Like, they did that with Mando season 3 where they mentioned him briefly. But, I mean, they needed to do that with Boba. They needed to do it with Kenobi. They needed to do it with all the other shows. And Mando even, but they didn't. I think that's what really made Thanos so frightening is that we didn't get him in the shows. Even in the Avengers movie, right? He was there for like some of the moments where he's like the guy that's giving the orders to the main bad guy. So whatever his name was, I forgot what his name was.
You talk about Thanos talking to Ronan?
Ronan, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I think I'm optimistic. I came off Ahsoka. I think when I look at some of the recent shows that came out, Ahsoka definitely I like it more than Kenobi, Book of Boba Fett. I know you're not gonna like this. I know this is when I think you first watched like a good few minutes of my video. Like I enjoyed Andor. I know it's not the typical Star Wars experience, and I think you're totally right about that.
I enjoyed it too.
Yeah, so I get what you're coming from. That's why I made that whole video. I think people kind of misconstrued what you said about the bricks and screws.
Well, like I said, man, everyone, not everyone, but like people who don't like me for whatever reason will usually look for any reason to try and harp on me. Like, he said this. Oh my God. It's like, I can't say anything without someone.
I get that.
Hey, thank you for the marketing, at the end of the day.
Oh yeah. I mean, publicity is publicity at the end of the day, even if it's negative. So, I think it, it's just funny how it works out. But no, well, I don't remember what I was trying to say. But basically, the way they're setting things up, I think with Ahsoka, I was, I think I gave it like a 7-8 out of 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
Me too. I don't know how Andor fits into the big picture. I don't think Andor is really going to be part of this Avengers thing. I think it's a little too detached from what's going on. But
no, it's
overall,
like a previous era, so it doesn't.
Yeah. So I don't know what they're really doing with that. It's funny, even going back to Galaxy Heroes, they didn't even do anything. Like, usually when there's a new show, they'll bring in new characters. Like, I expect Balin's going to come to Galaxy Heroes.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Shit. And it's funny enough, I feel like, gosh, it's so unfortunate what happened to Ray. Like, I was watching the show, and I hate to say this, when I was watching the show, I'm like, I hope he gets killed off, because it'd be so hard to recast him. And then, of course, the way it ended, it's like, oh man, he's got such a big role. I digress, though. I know,
and then in the end, he's still around. Like, what the heck is going to happen now?
Yeah, it's where do you? I mean, I know they can maybe recast, and there's people that look like him. It's just, I mean, they've done major recasts of other stuff, like like in Marvel. I can't remember what the Rhodey, I think his name, who's Iron Man's sidekick, who played Iron Man. Right. So they recasted him. You got used to it, you moved on, but. Man, just Ray did such a. I think he is, the dynamic him Shin had. Did I say her name wrong? Is it Shin?
Yeah, Shin.
Shin. I don't know why. Sometimes I say Sheen. But yeah, I think their dynamic was
maybe she's
most.
shiny.
I was most interested in their story at the end of the Ahsoka show. So it's just. Yeah, it's disappointing moving forward, but nonetheless. But the point I'm getting at is, like, I'm very confident they're going to bring Balin, Shin, maybe some Night Sister stuff. But they didn't do anything for Andor, which is pretty funny. Like, they just. No, I mean, they added Saw Gerrera later, but that was because they're bringing in Cal Kestis, and they were bringing, all the Fallen Order characters. So yeah, it was kind of weird. So that might say something. Maybe they just didn't see it as, these characters might not make money. They could have brought a few characters. Like, I think Luthen was really cool. A couple other folks.
Well, is Rose Tico in the game?
Yes, there's Rose Tico. She's been there for quite a while, and the community was so mad because so there's 3 variants of Rey in the game. You have, we call it Stick Rey or Scavenger Rey. So Rey from The Force Awakens when she's on not Takodana. She's Jakku. I don't know. Takodana showed up on my mind. Then they have Jedi Training Rey where she's training for the first time, and then they have the big variant of Rey, which is a godly tier character, and they made Rose Tico required, and no one geared a leveled up Rose Tico. People were like, oh god, I don't want to do it. So what I did, which is funny because I was the same way. It's like, I don't want to gear up. She wasn't even that good of a character in the game, so like I a lot of times keep my opinions of the character aside. I just focus on how good the character is. It wasn't even a good character. So when I had to level her up, I read, like what I did a whole play on the video. I read all of Rose Tico's lines as I maxed her out so I could do the events. It was pretty funny.
Oh my god! What did you have to do the one with the love line? Will we do that?
Yes. Oh gosh, what was the line? I can't remember, but it was funny. It was actually it was like a page and a half of lines. I actually thought she had more lines, but I read all of her lines, and that was the last one. I finally finished maxing her out. I can't remember what the line was. We do stupid things for love, or
is Reva in there too?
Oh yeah, they added Reva.
Oh wow,
just this past year. No, actually, I take it back. She was announced last fall, but it took like 4 months for like the top players to get her. And then she's like amazing. She beats almost every team. She's got weaknesses, but yeah, they added Grand Inquisitor before her. And then so the pair of them together make a really deadly force. So, the Inquisitors were absolute garbage before Reva. And then they added Reva, and she beats pretty much all the teams in the game.
Are there like competitions and stuff for this game, like world rankings and all that?
Sort of, yeah. So there's this thing called Grand Arena, which is really the only, as I say, streamable thing. It's unfortunate. I think the developers could do such a good job leaning into the community and adding all these various community tournaments, which they dabbed in, but they don't do a lot of community engagement. I think that's such a big disappointment because the community is so great. But anyways, this Grand Arena mode is kind of like that. There's this tournament bracket, and the more wins you get, the higher you climb up this ladder. And so the highest I got was number 2, and I lost the number 1 to actually a friend of mine over the stupidest thing possible. But they do have a bracket, but like I'm gonna be real. If you joined now, you probably wouldn't get there, the top like even 100, unless you just like quickly spent like tens of thousands of dollars. It's so many years. It's so many years. But if you play the game at your own pace, you can still play in this bracket, but you don't really care much about rank, but rather like your progress through the various tiers. They have like the highest you can get is Kyber, then you have rhodium, chromium, and then carbonite. I think I missed, and bronzium. So like the excitement is just moving up through those tiers. But yeah, to get to the top, especially as a new player, it's kind of out of reach, which is the sad part. That's the downside of the game. They're trying to do things to get people caught up a bit more lately. Yeah. But I can almost any character you could think of, it's probably in the game. They have like, I think 200, I want to say 30, 40, 50 or something like that characters in the game. Even some obscure stuff. So yeah. Crazy. Yeah. And lately they've been really dipping into some of the legend stuff. Like, a couple years ago they added Star Killer, Dash Rendar, Kyle Katarn. Boba Fett? Which one?
Sion.
Yep, Sion. He's in there. The Sith Triumvirate. Sion. Yeah. They have Traya, Nihilus Sion. He's been in the game since 2018. Yeah, 2018. So he's been there for a while. Yeah. So again, that's the cool thing about the game. I know there's like mods for like Battlefront 2, but the game doesn't really have the community as it once did. It's not official, and you have to be on PC, and so that's what's cool about it.
You go online, they like cancel you or something like that. They like take your IP and they completely shut you down. I think I heard.
Oh, no kidding! I didn't hear about that. Okay. Yeah. Wow. I mean, I guess it's kind of hacking, but in a good way. I didn't hear about that because I always see people doing
your appearance, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, because I think that's what's really keeping as much of that community alive. It's unfortunate with Battlefront 2. I think they really cut that game from its potential. I feel like Fortnite's the new Star Wars shooter game.
We were going to get Battlefront. I think even Battlefront 4, there were concept arts for it.
I bet. Yeah, I bet there'd be concept arts. Was it 4 or are you talking about 3?
4.
So like you're talking about the Battlefronts, like off the continuation of EA, or the one from previous? Who was the one that made, like, my favorite Battlefront was 2005. That's like peak Star Wars Battlefront.
Check out the concept art, man. I've done so many videos in the past on these guys.
Oh shoot, we got this on stream. Okay. This is wild. Is that Mace Windu?
Like a dark side Luke, like a light side Maul. freaking Mace Windu with a kyber crystal in his head.
That's freaking nuts. Wow. Yeah. Abandoned Star Wars. This is the first time I'm hearing about that. It blows my mind because
young Obi-Wan. So in the game, you were supposed to be able to fight as these characters, like a dark Obi-Wan here.
So it's kind of like a what if scenario.
Yeah. That's dark Obi-Wan.
Okay, I've seen this picture lingering around somewhere. That's actually pretty cool.
If Obi-Wan joined Vader or something like that, this is like a dark Mace Windu.
When was this from? This is if this is a continuation of
Battlefront.
I'm sorry.
Concept art.
See what I'm confused because we only had Battlefront 1 and 2 from EA, 1 and 2 from, and then we had that PSP game from the previous. I can't remember who did it before.
I know it's weird. We were supposed to. I don't know why it even says Battlefront 4. I think maybe back in the day. I don't know, man. Chat. Do you guys know why it would be called Battlefront 4?
I feel like this is the first time I read in the chat. I forget we're alive here.
Yeah. Sorry, chat. Yeah. So, what do you guys think so far of the of our show? I was hanging out.
Yeah. Hey guys. By the way, nice seeing you guys.
No, it's not fake at all. This is real.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. It blows my mind because I'm having a loose understanding of Disney Lucasfilm and. I hear passing words about how hard it is to get certain Legends characters in the galaxy of heroes. Until recently, it's it's past who knows, hearsay, but it blows my mind that they would even consider this type of stuff like Mace Windu, the Kyber crystal, Dark Obi-Wan. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
Bald Luke right there, Dark Luke with a purple light.
Yeah, this actually really blows my mind. I would never have thought I would have thought cool. They would have been oh, it's cool, but I can imagine. Someone going in and I mean, unless they already have some sort of rapport, but if this is some random person hey, look, here's my picture Battlefront 4, they're dude, what the hell is this?
No, these are legit.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
I'm learning something new here. Yeah, I call myself the director of the video game division. I didn't even hear about this, man. I'm ashamed.
I never saw this one.
Liz, wow. Is that Anakin?
No, Jedi Leia.
No. Oh, I'm behind. I'm looking at your stream. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, your stream's a little bit delayed there.
Yeah, bro, that's Anakin. There we go.
Listen, if I ever do that, just know I lost all my screws. I already have a few screws loose, but yeah, there we go. Hey, I'm looking at your other stream. You're a few seconds behind. Wow, okay. So was this shown before Rise of Skywalker? Because that's when we first got noticed that Leia's force sensitive. Oh,
yeah, this is old, dude.
That's interesting, huh? I wonder. It makes me wonder when did he decided to say Leia is going to be force sensitive. I wonder if maybe this, who knows? Maybe this is concept art for Jedi Leia. Except that picture before above that one, it kind of looked a little bit like it.
Yeah, I mean there were so many different so there was this comic book I have. I have it downstairs. Star Wars Visions or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it's all these fan fiction stories that were going to happen in Star Wars, and one of them was actually Leia going to Yoda and becoming a Jedi.
Okay.
So the idea has been there for a long time, but only in a fan fiction-y way. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty. Is that Dooku?
Yeah, it's Dooku.
It looks kind of like Qui-Gon, like an old Qui-Gon almost.
Yeah, what they did.
It's the side profile that that gives off. Okay, that's Dooku. Yeah. Oh man, that's pretty wild. Yeah. Oh wow.
What? I haven't seen these. What the heck?
There you go. So cool. I'm not the only one learning something new here.
No, I haven't seen these. I saw Jedi Maul. Yeah, I saw Jedi Maul. It's pretty cool.
Is that supposed to be? Is that Maul?
I mean, I guess.
Jedi Maul. Yeah, because where's his markings?
Where what is this? I haven't seen these.
Okay, this I've seen that picture of Grievous somewhere floating around.
Non-cyborg Grievous?
Yeah, this I saw somewhere. I remember seeing not the one on the left, but the image on the right.
Yeah, I gotta go back to making videos about this stuff. This is freaking cool.
There you go. Hey, if there's something you can gain out, you got a couple of videos right there. Boom. There we go. So I'm glad you got something out there because I felt like an idiot. I didn't hear about that. And is that was that a confirmed by other sources, or is that just one dude finding some random pictures on DeviantArt or something?
No, these are legit from the studio, and the game got canceled.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm not completely mistaken, but yeah, I mean,
this makes me want. I mean, I got to give you credit for this because you kind of brought this. I don't know, maybe you've done more. You've done a couple of what if stuff. I think one of your like best viewed videos, like what if Anakin defeated Obi-Wan.
I feel like that was like my whole entire
yeah.
channel.
That's like I kind of wish Star Wars would do something like that, like kind of like in a Star Wars Visions type of thing. Maybe it's not canon, but just you explore the idea. What's Lucasfilm's take if Obi-Wan went to the dark side or Anakin beat Obi-Wan? Which I guess Revenge of the Sith, the video game, kind of explored that a little bit, where Anakin defeats Obi-Wan and he kills the Emperor and stuff like that. But they didn't really pursue it any further than that, I think.
No, there are alternate like timelines at the end where Anakin kills Obi-Wan, then he kills the Emperor and becomes, Darth Vader, and it pretty. Oh my gosh, I have not seen these, bro. Like this is them just fighting literally in the temple itself.
Yoda? Huh. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I've never seen these before. I'm trying to be hesitant. Like, there's no way that's real. This is like super wild. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe it's like Battlefront 4 is just throwing you off, and maybe this is like supposed to be like a Star Wars Visions what if type of knockoff.
How have I not even seen this? Anakin kills Yoda in order to finish his training Palpatine is giving him. What the freaking heck is this?
Wow.
I thought I covered all the stuff for this game.
That's crazy. Yeah,
what do you think of Star Wars Outlaws coming out?
When do I think? Oh my gosh, didn't they say it's supposed to be next year? I'm pretty sure they said 2024 release.
I think March or something like that.
I'm pretty. It's gotta be. I don't want to say soon because there's this game you probably didn't hear. It's mobile oriented. Star Wars Hunters. I think you probably made 1 or 2 reactions on it, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so that game has been stuck in perpetual soft launch. Like they had Apple announce their game in 2021. Like, look at the new iPad; it can play Star Wars Hunters. And they were supposed to release the game that following fall, and then it's like, oh, never mind, we're going to delay it. So now they're going to like 3rd or 2nd year delayed. So things can happen in the gaming world. Stuff happens, things get pushed. I don't suspect Outlaws will be like that. I think Hunter's problem, that's just how mobile games are. I think they had a hard time locking down, monetizing the game. Because it's supposed to be a free-to-play game, and if no one's spending money, the game's not going to stick around. So maybe that's why they're having a hard time pushing it. But yeah, it seems Outlaws is 2024. Yeah, so I don't think I see a specific month though.
I don't know. For some reason I saw March, I think. But I'm looking forward to the next Jedi Survivor. That's what I want to see.
Okay, all right. I'm not gonna hate on you. Did you think? Oh my gosh, what was the dude from Ahsoka that everyone thought was? I forgot his name. Everyone thought was Star Killer. What the heck was his name?
Oh, Marok.
Marok, yes, and I told people, don't get your hope. They're not just going to casually make Star Killer happen like that. And it turned out, and I joked when I did my little review, and I'm like, well, there you go. He turned out to be a Night Sister fart.
literally. Dude, I was like, oh my gosh.
But the keyword "but" here. So House Survivor ended. We saw Cal kind of embracing some dark side stuff, right? And I want to believe that. Yeah, just let's hear me out. It's like I want to believe maybe Cal maybe the 3rd game. What if he's taken up as Vader's apprentice and he becomes the new Star Killer?
Someone's saying there's an echo. You guys hear an echo? I don't hear an echo.
Echo. Is there an echo joke in Bad Batch about that? Is there an echo in here?
Well, that's me.
That's me. Yeah. So that's kind of one of my theories. I think that'd be really cool. I mean, I'm always a sucker for playing, games or watching movies where the light side kind of, embrace the dark side a little bit. I think I kind of feel like maybe Cal will be heading that direction. That's kind of what I was hoping with. I mean, I was very optimistic about Rise of Skywalker. I was like, oh man, it would have been cool. Maybe Rey took up Palpatine's offer and became Empress Rey, but that wasn't going to happen. But
it would be cool. Yeah, but like what I'm thinking is going to happen now is because you played the game, right? You played Survivor.
Yeah, I played Survivor. I got busy, and then everything got spoiled for me. So I just watched all the endings, and I was like, oh, I saw the plot twist, so I got to finish the last little bit.
Okay, so you know that him and Marin are together.
Yes, literally. Oh gosh, I can't remember where I left off. Literally, time just flies by, and I'm like, oh crap, I haven't played it in several months. So yeah, I know. I get all that. Yeah.
How is that dynamic gonna flesh out with the Night Sisters coming back? Essentially, yes. Coming back to life, and Cal's with the Jedi, and she's gonna be like, well, I gotta go with my family. He's gonna be like, what the hell? And they're gonna split up.
I mean, again, maybe I missed this. I feel like such a bad Star Wars fan. I got so demotivated. It's like, oh god, everything got spoiled for me. But I want to believe because Marin kind of went through that. I felt like a little rebellious phase. Like, she kind of, shook off the traditional Night Sister garments and whatnot. That will be interesting to see how that pans out at the very end. And because it's going to happen. Like, when you kind of look in the past, what are you laughing at? I'm listening. You're still looking at these pictures.
Dark Luke dies.
Okay, dude, this is not real. Come on, that is not real.
Dude, this is real.
That's not real.
This is real,
bro. I'm gonna make some art, put it on DeviantArt. Be like, bro, look, here's some Battlefront 5. That's not.
Dark Luke dies and redeemed Vader's arms after Return of the Jedi. This is real, bro.
I don't want to believe that. That's a wild image right there. Oh gosh, I don't know, but oh my gosh, what was I saying? Something. Oh yeah, so I feel like when we kind of look, I think Disney, Star Wars, whoever, they've been dropping these seeds that they're hoping to sow later. Like it didn't. Like, did you ever wonder why they made 6 canon books on Thrawn? Now it kind of makes sense. Well, he's supposed to be that. Yeah. I think now it makes sense. But like before, it's like it kind of seems, maybe like 1 book, 2, but you made 6 books. You made comics for him. You have audiobooks. It's like. So in hindsight, it's like, oh, Thrawn was a big deal. I want to believe that Fallen Order, Survivor, they're sowing the seeds for something bigger in Star Wars as well. And I want to believe that even the opportunity of Malicos could maybe make a return. Like, who knows? Maybe with them going back to Dathomir. I mean, Malicos, he was just buried alive on Dathomir. I'm sure kind of like Maul, his rage could keep him alive, and maybe they unleash him again. I don't know. So I want to believe I feel like the Cal stories, maybe we weren't really giving enough attention to it. Like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, but it might be. I mean, they showed a little bit in the Kenobi show, the Temple Inquisitorius, so they bring in bits and pieces. And guess what? I think I know the perfect person who could play Cal Kestis. You're not going to believe it, man.
Who? Cameron Monaghan?
Yeah, it's such a stupid joke. But
yeah, he would be
it's okay. Yeah, but
like Taron's kind of stuck in stone. It's kind of dead.
I don't know. Just you gotta wait and see. I want to believe there's I think they were gonna see Cal in live action one way or another. I really do want to believe that they're gonna treat the Survivor Fallen Order series a lot more seriously. It's probably gonna be one of the most seriously taken video games, I want to believe, for the future stories. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw any of those characters make an appearance with whatever this, what do they call it, the Filoniverse or the Heir to the Empire, whatever that is moving forward.
They're calling it the Filoniverse, and I'm wondering really where it's going to go from here. I mean, we could get season 2 with Ahsoka, or we can get the movie, but we also need to continue with Mando and see what that happens, because to have the verse, it's going to have to include. Well, frick, I'm wondering about Boba Fett. I don't think that guy's going to stay on Tatooine. I don't think he's going to continue to be the leader of.
Well, yeah. I mean, they tease Cobb Vanth at the end, right? He's still alive.
No, he's probably going to come in and take Boba's place, and Boba's going to go off and do his own thing. But it's like, what a stupid waste of a show. Like, why would you do that?
It definitely did a 180. I had one expectation going. I think as many people, I remember I shared a tweet of my dad when he was watching it, because he's on the high of Mando 1 season 2, and then we call Boba Fett season 2.5 Mandalorian. But my dad's like, what the hell is it? Because he doesn't know much about Boba Fett. He's like, why are we watching this guy in a fish tank?
Right.
So, I will say there's a big question mark on Boba Fett. My expectations going were a lot different than before. People change, maybe, I always say, who knows what I'm going to be like 50 years from now. Maybe I'll be grumpy, mad. I'll hate everyone. I don't want to teach anyone how to mow their grass or whatever. What knowledge I got to bestow on the next generation.
Man, that's me now. I can't imagine what I'm going to be like in 50 years if I'm still here. I'm gonna be like,
I try to understand that people can change. I think, when we look at, Star Wars, though, we have this much more, glamorous view of Boba Fett being this super awesome bounty hunter. It's crazy. I mean, let's be honest. Like Boba Fett, he had like how many lines in the original trilogy, and he was like one of the most popular characters that come out. So there was definitely a lot of room for the character to be expanded, have more emotional range and personality. So I will say, like, you can make guesses maybe on where Ahsoka's going, the Balin story, even Mando and Grogu, and this, but. Yeah, I got to say, there's definitely a big question mark with Fennec and Boba Fett. It's I think it's going to make sense. Cobb Vanth takes over. I mean, I think Cad Bane's not dead, and the way they made it.
No, he's with the beeping and his man, what was his droid's name? Toto. Yeah. I think he's fine. I think he's gonna live. It sounded like he just deflated, to be honest. He was like.
As in the wise words of Luke, no one's ever really gone, right?
No. Did you like the sequel trilogy? What did you think of it?
So here I gotta. So is it my favorite? No, I like the aspects of quite a lot of it, but it's like, is it my favorite? No. As an intellectual, Empire Strikes Back's the best. As a fan, Revenge of the Sith is the best. But like, I have like two different rankings: intellectual rankings, personal rankings.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put really any of the sequel stuff in like my top 3, 4, 5 or something like that. But there are aspects to appreciate, and I think especially for me, because I have, I have siblings of a wide range of ages. We were really spaced out. I'm the oldest, so I have siblings. I have a sister who's just turned 10. I got a brother who's 13, and my 13-year-old brother, he loves Kylo. My sister loves Rey. So I try to understand that. I think it's hard for maybe us. I think you're about the same age as me. When we watch, I'll be 30. I'm 30 in the next month here. So we kind of grew up with similar Star Wars. So the prequels were our love. That's what we grew up with.
93.
Yeah, well, look at you, right on the money.
That math.
Quick math. But yeah, so I was completely isolated from this because there was no internet really back in it. But it looks like the prequels got a lot of hate, right? The young Anakin, Jar Jar, and for me, I loved it. So I try to understand that. I think the next generation of Star Wars, because as much as I hate to say it, Star Wars isn't just about you and me. There's such a bigger group of people I think they're trying to capture, and it could be very well that next generation. Like my sister loves Rey. She dressed up as Rey for many, many times. My brother loves Kylo. So, they happen to love it. And, maybe when they become our age, they're going to talk about, man, remember the sequel trilogy, the Rey, Kylo, Palpatine, holy cow, that was next here. And then they're going to hate on whatever the new generation of stars. Maybe it's they really go into, I don't know where the High Republic's going, but, we'll have to wait and see. So I try to keep it open-minded as much as maybe, it's not some of my favorite Star Wars. There's aspects I like. I don't have the carving thing where I'm like, oh, that's canon, that's Legends. It's kind of one of those things, it's like, every time there's a new president, no matter who it is, like, oh, that's not my president, that's the president. It's like, sometimes you're going to get stuff you like, sometimes you're going to get stuff you don't like. And I think there's things to appreciate about the sequels. But yeah, I think they're trying to backtrack and fill in some of the gaps for the sequels. Like, obviously, I think they're trying to make that bigger connection, how Palpatine's coming back. Because
you saw it in Mando, you saw it in Ahsoka. They're really trying to connect a lot of the sequels.
Yeah. So maybe, because as much as I love Palpatine, it's just the whole somehow.
Somehow. How did he
no.
return? No. Dark magic. I don't know.
So they're filling in the gaps. I don't know if they're doing all this, after the reaction. Like, yeah, maybe we should have had a bit more.
They did a much better job in the book, in the novel. Because I read the episode 9 novel to kind of understand more. And my God,
how was that? I haven't read that.
It was way better than the movie.
Really?
It was still
Okay.
Still not on par with I think what George would have done, but it was so much more like. So basically, they said that they did a whole bunch of gene splicing to make Snoke. So Snoke is like some abomination that they used a whole bunch of different genomes or whatever DNA to put this guy together, and they spliced him together. And that's why we see a bunch of them. And that Palpatine had already left his body before he hit the bottom of the Death Star. Reactor core, yeah, supposedly. So he had transferred his essence out of there before it went kaboom. And he transferred it into this body that was already there on Exegol, supposedly. And that body was like literally the only thing that could sustain him, but it wasn't ideal. So like he tried to find new vessels, and he had been trying to find new vessels since after Revenge of the Sith, where he was making all of these clone bodies of himself, and that's where he made his son, who was like useless, couldn't use the Force at all. And that's why he let him go, because he's like, well, maybe we could use him someday for flesh or blood or DNA, like a fresh tissue or something like that, even though he's useless to us and can't use the Force. So he was trying to create someone that had the Force just like him, but could also handle his essence going into him, so he could become him. And that didn't pan out because it's very difficult. So he was just. And
I'm assuming this is canon, right? This is all canon.
This is canon,
obviously. Yeah. Wow, context like that would have been nice. Like, I feel like that should have been its own movie show.
I know it shouldn't be in the books only. And there was this scene where instead of Kylo just like showing up on Mustafar and grabbing the Wayfinder, like he has to go through this. There was this being called the Eye of the Webbish Bog, and he goes to this massive. There's concept art for it. I'll bring it up right now. He goes to the Eye of the Webbish Bog, which is like right at Vader's castle, and has been sort of entrusted to protect the Wayfinder, and he has to like get through this massive like baby's head with this big spider, giant spider on top of the baby's head, who's like controlling everything. And he's like extremely like omnipotent and like can like see everything, and like he's extremely intelligent. And they filmed this too, and they cut it out.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, this is that's pretty wild. I was not expecting the book to be about that.
Yeah, dude, it was actually pretty wild.
So would you recommend reading it? Because I do know I pick up books from time to time to read for enjoyment.
I read it. That was the scene. That was the scene from the movie. They cut it out.
Okay. Huh.
I know.
I guess it goes to the point. I really think it, especially the Rise of Skywalker. I think if they would have had more of this context, because it's kind of tough, with books. It takes like you have the non-Star Wars fan, casual, solid Star Wars fan, then you get like the hardcore, and it's really hard to get people, because I think the books offer so much important context and information. Yeah. Like people were blown away when I said, yeah, Thrawn and Anakin, they hung out during the Clone Wars. They're like, what? It's like these really important stories. I get it. The books are cheaper to make than full-blown TV shows and movies, but I feel like there's got to be a way, and that's probably what they're doing right now, where they're going to try to show how Palpatine came back. So it's kind of something you can't just do. He returned ... Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have made a difference if they kept this scene or not, but I think it would have definitely. It would have made it a little more cool, at least. I think there are some moments in the comics where it gets like creepy as hell, but
the comics is something I wish I spent more time looking into. Like I didn't know Dr. Effer was canon, because she was added to Galaxy about a year ago, and I thought she was Legends, and so I was like, oh, okay, yes. The comics, and plus it's like it's books of art, so it's a little bit more interesting than having to make the mental image.
Really cool. Yeah, I thought it was really neat. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
never saw that photo before.
What is that? Rise of Skywalker? That kind of is that the statue in Exegol?
Recently surfaced Rise of Skywalker behind the scenes photo of the unused animatronic of the Eye of the Webbish. Freaking! Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Cut that. Why cut that out? Never saw that photo before. That's cool. No, yeah. Would you ever consider doing other stuff like that? Because I feel like, or is your audience just mainly Galaxy of Heroes?
I love gaming. That's really what it is at the end of the day. I love gaming. I love Star Wars. I love entertainment. So like occasionally I'll, do like a review on some, Star Wars movie or TV show. Definitely not to the extent that you've done. I probably should. I know my audience likes this. Like when I was reviewing the Ahsoka show, I put on I call it my Gucci robe. I got the Gucci robe on. I'm sitting in Tatooine with my slippers.
Shut up. No, you don't. Yeah. Really?
Yeah. So I had I was in the Tatooine cave with my little box television. I'm like, hey, I'm watching this Ahsoka show. Come on in. So,
oh, dude, that's hilarious. That's actually awesome.
Yeah. So I probably should do more of it. Just Galaxy, there's a lot to do, and it's there's always like new characters and stuff coming out. It's like, oh man, I feel like I got to do this over that. But people seem to still come out for the other stuff, and I play other games. Like there was some Marvel games that came out recently that I played. So I like playing games. I wish there was more Star Wars games. Is all. That's that's a whole other.
I kind of wish they were revamping the entire line that they had with LucasArts.
I want to believe they are, but it's just so what do we know? So we know that there is a first-person shooter game that's kind of inspired by oh my gosh, the Nintendo 64 game, Dark Forces. What the heck was it called? Yeah, so I think kind of like that. So it's supposed to be a single-player first shooter. For me, I love live service multiplayer games like Battlefront. Would have been great seeing Battlefront. Clone
Commando would have been really cool.
Clone Commando, they have Outlaws coming, but it seems like most of the stuff that's coming out, it's mostly just single player oriented, which is fine. But it's one of those games like
I'm not really that excited for Outlaws, to be honest. Like I'm gonna play it, but I'm not really like.
I was right before I got on the call with you. I saw their, Starfield, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I saw there's like these full-blown Mando mods. Like you can have the Mando armor, jetpack, dark saber, stormtroopers.
Yeah, they look cool.
How wild. Like when I imagined an open world game for Star Wars, I kind of imagined where you can create your own character, kind of like Fallout, Starfield, where you kind of create your own character, different races, different species,
or
Skyrim. That's what I imagine. I have this theory. I could be wrong. I feel like when Star Wars, they want to make new games, I think they want it to be something purposeful that fits into a larger story. And I think when you create your own character, they can't how do I phrase this? They can't control how that character interacts with the larger universe. That's why we get things like Cal. It's like one character. You can't really manipulate it. It's a singular story. And this is how it's going to fit into the Star Wars canon. Outlaws too. One character, the story is already pre-baked, and this is how it's going to fit into the larger galaxy. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, I think...
yeah, no, I get that.
Okay, well, I think that's my theory about
what I'm really looking forward to is Eclipse.
Wait, well, that game, dude. 1 second, apparently it's gone. Then it's no, we're working. Then
we're
then
back. No, we're gone.
And then
the
Sony was it? The trailer got yanked down. Dude,
what?
Remember the Sony? I think it was this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't been reading. I'm so bad. I've been just so enthralled with our conversation. I've been reading the chat. I'm pretty sure. I haven't been reading
the chat either.
Gosh, I feel so bad because when I'm streaming, I'm always reading the chat.
It's our first time streaming together, so we're
I could be wrong, but there was this whole ordeal that I saw on Twitter, or X as it's now called, that the trailer was yanked down, and allegedly, at first people thought, the game's done. They pulled the trailer down, but then apparently it was licensing issue with the music, which didn't make a lot of sense because you're licensed to make the Star Wars game.
PlayStation posted KOTOR.
Oh, people are saying turn up your mic, by the way. Should I turn my mic down? Some people say this sounds like I'm screaming, which isn't too far down the other. I'm a screamer. My streams.
Wait, is it my?
I don't know. I can dial my audio back. Let me see. I'll dial it back. Maybe they'll fix it. There we go. Hello. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll dial myself back. Maybe I'm coming in hotter. I don't want. Yeah, people say I'm a little bit loud. So I'll dial it back. You aren't screaming. Yeah. If you want to hear me scream, you should have went to my stream today. God dang, man. It was something.
Why? What happened?
Oh, gosh. So as I said, there's this new galactic legend, Leia Organa. And the first developer said, she's not going to be that good on defense, which was completely off base. It's like some god tier character. And we had to fight her for the first time in this game mode today. And everyone's like, how the hell you beat this character? So it was a headache trying to figure that out today. So I was yelling and screaming because I almost beat it. And then all of a sudden she did a complete 180 and nuked me. So my live streams, it's a party, man. We're a little bit loud, so I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea. So if I'm also called Loud Star Wars Guy, so that's another one of my titles.
Energy, that's good.
So hopefully maybe I dialed it down 10%. So maybe that'll be better. I don't know if anyone's. I'm looking at the chat. I don't know.
I'm looking at the chat too. I'm just reading the
chat. Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. The chat, Mr. Josh. Yeah. I told Theory, man. It's I can't replace Josh. He's his own guy. They have their own dynamic.
You're not here to replace Josh. And I understand that.
I feel. I was telling you before the stream. I feel bad. Because I get it. I can't replace the guy. They had his own energy, had his own thing, and. So I'm just here he wanted someone to talk to, so I'm here. So hopefully the conversation's enjoyable.
It was great. We had a great time for a few years, and then just an hour before the stream was
3 years for a live stream show. That's a long time, man. So I totally get it.
I would have loved a little more time to search for some new peeps or something, but at the end of the day, listen, I still don't know what I'm gonna do.
If you and the audience hate me, as I told you, man, no offense taken. I totally get it. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. So
no, man, the audience doesn't hate
I'm too loud if I'm annoying. I sometimes talk like an auctioneer. It's that Chicago nativeness out of me. We talk super fast out here, so not as bad as maybe XQC talks. I can't understand him, but it's I'm a couple paces to the left of how fast he talks.
No, you're energetic. It's good. Sometimes I feel like I'm just too chill and laid back. So I think it's a good dynamic. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't even know. So this Friday, I'm gonna have another stream chat with Christian Harloff. We're gonna see how we do.
Who's that? If you don't mind telling me.
Christian Harloff. He used to work with Mark Fernandez, who was the guy who got me started on Rule of Two, which then turned into Nerd Theory. And he owned Collider, which was a very big like a news Hollywood sort of where they do interviews with actors and trailer, and they go to premieres and trailers and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, besides that, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to figure it out. I feel like even before that, I was doing it myself. I was doing live streams myself, and then I hopped on with Mark, and then I did Nerd Theory with Josh, and then now it's kind of back to square one, and it's interesting.
Well, listen, man, yeah, hey, this might be a great opportunity. If anything, you just meet up with a bunch of other people on, YouTube, Star Wars. It could be like a fun little roundtable thing where you just kind of cycle through some people. You know, maybe give your audience a break from me. You know, I don't blame them.
No way, man. No. You know, I don't even. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to like continue to talk about Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's
It's a lot. How long has it been already? I can't, dude. It's been holy crap. It's been an hour, man. Jeez, I didn't even realize
these streams used to sometimes go on for like 6 hours.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's yeah. I didn't even realize that. Oh man, yeah. I was like worried that we're gonna do like a Quizlet thing. I was like, oh gosh, I gotta look up. Why did Anakin hate sand? Oh, is it this sand? Is
No
it that
way, dude. I'm not gonna be like, okay, so what's this the answer to this question, this question, this question? And were you okay? Sorry, you're not qualified.
Yeah, that's got it all. I thought that would have been funny too, because I would like, I think I said in my live stream today, if you need someone to 360 no scope, I got you. If you need someone to open up packs on a mobile game, I got you. But if you need me to talk about Django's blaster weight, I'm not your guy. And I was like,
So Chad, he comes on before stream and he's like, oh shit, man, I was worried I have to talk about like the weight of Django's blaster and how it like slangs to one side or something. And I'm just like, dude, no, we're just
because you're like an 11 out of 10 when it comes to stars. I'm like, I'd say 7, 8 out of 10. I like to, not get too full of myself.
You know what's funny is people get that misconception about me that I know. I really don't. I like, you could quiz me on the first 6 films. I'll go to bat for that. Clone Wars, I think I know that pretty decently. The characters themselves and the Jedi and what they stood for and all this and that, I think I know that, pretty damn well. When it comes to being creative in fan fictions and kind of like pushing the envelope of like making cartoons and fan fictions and doing my own sort of thing and selling sabers and stuff, like I think I'm great at that. But when it comes to like knowing who this random guy was in this cantina at this one moment in the comics, like I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care to know. I don't like what was the weight of Django's blaster. I don't care.
There's some people like that know all those details. Because as I told you, I catch like stuff that flies by. And then sometimes I hop in and I'm curious about some of the fan films and stuff. Like it's crazy how much effort goes into that stuff. It's mind blowing. Sure. Yeah. So it's but yeah, like I never hear all the time. It's like is this gonna be like an interview? It's like I think it would have been funny doing a live stream interview and I'm like bombing every question about these nitty ditty. Oh my
god, no, myself, I don't care about that stuff. And I get people could like they don't know me and they'll see me from the outside and they'll be like, oh, he is a Star Wars channel with this many subscribers. Oh, he must know everything about Star Wars. It's like, not at all, dude. I genuinely some stuff I just don't care. Like I don't care who like this random guy was who did this and that. Like, doesn't matter to me. I don't think that that's even Star Wars at the end of the day. I think knowing everything about Star Wars in terms of like that level, I think it takes someone who is like, well, I can't generalize, but I almost feel like it's people who just really want to be known as knowing everything. Like the guys who have the caption like holocron, like master or something in their bio or whatever. I feel like that, like, well, why?
I think maybe what you're trying to hit at, maybe it takes away the magic of what we love about Star Wars. Sometimes you don't want to be over scientific about it. Maybe you just kind of want to just take it as is.
I do that now, even with the shows and stuff. Sometimes I'm not able to like fully enjoy the shows because I'm like looking at things and I'm like, well, this happened over here and in this other era in Star Wars. So this can't happen. This doesn't make sense. And I'm almost like, dude, like if I was just well. No, because when the sequels came out in 2015, I didn't have a channel. I remember I made a video of a review that I was going to post on my personal Facebook, and I didn't, and I think I ended up deleting that video. But I wish I could find it because it was like me sitting in my car talking about how this is absolutely. And I was like, what the hell happened? This doesn't feel like Star Wars to me, and.
That would have been a 10 million viewed video. I'm just telling you.
Oh my gosh, dude! I'm trying to recover my old hard drive right now from like when I was a teenager, and I would make Star Wars reviews when I was a kid. That's what I'm trying to get, but like those computers are so busted.
See, my thing was like, so again, as I told you, I started YouTube. I had no idea you could make money doing all this other stuff. I was just kind of just posting stuff. So I think I told you in 2012 when I first technically started my channel, I did a bunch of Black Ops 2 videos. And I was busy with college. And again, I didn't know there was money to be made. It was just like, I just want to post a few videos on a couple shotguns because Arnold loves shotguns, right? So and then I stopped doing that. When I started playing Galaxy, I was like, oh, gee, I should probably delete the Call of Duty videos because that doesn't make sense anymore. And it's like, oh, man, I wish I kept it there because they're just so funny to go back and watch. So those are my real first. For this channel, it's technically first. I have other funny videos of the past, like in high school and before, that I have lingering around on YouTube of the the cringier earlier performing stuff I used to do with singing and whatnot. So, but yeah, it's just like, oh man, I should have kept those Call of Duty videos up. It was pretty funny.
Oh, well, so you have your main channel, right? That's
yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. It's the, I mean, I have like, I have like a second.
You were saying you sing.
Yeah. So originally, I mean, I guess put the spotlight back on me. Yeah.
I mean, you
only took you an hour, we're talking about freaking Star Wars. Come on, man. It's about me here. No, yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I think my first, I always love performing. I like making people happy, having a good time. And I was heavily inspired with the stuff my great grandfather showed me of like the Dean Martin variety shows. I was like really enthralled and ingrained with like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Elvis Presley, Perry Como. So we went to karaoke bars. All the old ladies loved me. And I kind of just carried with me. And then I remember like, 6th grade, I did my first talent show. I was singing like Mac the Knife, which is by Bobby Darin. And it just sort of carried with me. And through high school, people loved it. I got better at singing and performing, and I won like all the talent shows. And eventually they had to like stop me from competing. They just said, you can perform as an honorary person, but we don't want you winning for like a 4th year in a row. So that's kind of where it all started from a performing aspect. So so I guess singing really was like my first thing. And then, lately I've been kind of bringing it back, kind of going back to my roots of performing, so I put out some music, some singing, some just, electronic dance music type of stuff out there that mostly, Star Wars remixes, because it kind of makes sense, especially it fits into my streams well, because there's always these new characters. Like they just added Malicos like a few weeks ago. So I was like, we'll make a Malicos song. And,
right.
So that's I'm kind of been going back to my roots, because at the end of the day, that's really the original passion. I love gaming, I love stars, but when I just go back in my timeline, just performing, singing music is kind of where my heart was at. I remember, oh gosh, I don't know your family lineage or whatever, but I say that because my father's off the boat Poland, and so there's a different mentality with those type of parents. And I remember, it's gonna sound so bad on stream, because if you don't have parents like this, you're not gonna understand. Like I remember, when I first started singing, there's like this PlayStation 2 game called SingStar or something, and I told my dad, I want to be a singer. He's like, play the SingStar game, and then it records you, and he's like, you sound so bad, stick to becoming a lawyer. And then I win my talent show, like, oh look, my son is so good, oh let's get him piano lessons and stuff like that. So it's so funny, because like, it's just if you have, I'm sure you don't have to be like off the boat or forward, but it's just like,
dude, my mom's German, my dad's Iranian, and so the both of our sides of the family they're off the boat.
Crap. This reminds me of, do you know, I think his name is Stephen He's got like a channel where he makes fun of his Asian father. And it's literally like a 1-to-1 where his Asian father roasts him. It's like, oh, I only teach you piano because I want to impress your auntie. Then you're not good at it. And then he ends up becoming like a famous pianist or something. Then his dad's like, oh, that's my son over there. It's like, it's funny.
Well, I had a lot of friends growing up who were Eastern European. And so I understand the parents and their grandparents, and I know how it works.
Yeah. So, but that's, yeah, it's funny. I don't know why I brought that part, but I always loved to sing. I remember telling my dad, I want to be a singer when I, get older. And, for what I've done, I've done a lot of gigs in college and high school, and I did the talent shows and elementary
and then
school.
You became a lawyer. That's freaking badass.
Yeah, so that was again, life just works in a weird way, So I go to law school, and that's when I really started doing YouTube again. Again, no pursuit of money, anything like that. Again, it was just pure passion for Star Wars, and I still do like Galaxy of Heroes. I give it a lot of crap, but I played Galaxy of Heroes. I'm like, oh, I want to show me playing this game. So I started the Galaxy of Heroes stuff right before I went to law school. So the summer was like June. I started posting Galaxy of Heroes video, and I go to law school. And throughout the 3 years of going to law school, it kind of turned into this accidental thing. And, so I still took the bar. I got licensed. I got my license as an attorney. And but it's just it's weird how life works. From the span of 16 through 19. That's I always tell people it's a crazy blessing. I'm playing a Star Wars mobile game of all things. It's not like I'm playing Call of Duty or Apex Legends. Right. I feel very privileged of the fact that over the years I've been able to find these amazing people to hang out with me playing a Star Wars mobile game out of all things. So it's weird how the world works. And I think that's maybe why I have fun with YouTube, because it's like, oh, most people have a deadline with YouTube. You don't know when it's going to come. Your day will, maybe people just stop watching you for whatever reason. So I think the reason why I have fun, because I'm not so worried about, money, views. It's like, worst case scenario, I just switch the knobs and I go full-time lawyer. So maybe that's why I'm.
I mean, yeah, you could. Like, so yeah. Do you still have your
the license? Yeah, I keep it. Yeah, I keep it up and running. I have people from time to time to like, hey, you still doing the YouTube thing? Yeah, I'm still doing the YouTube thing. They want me over there. So it's one of those things where it's. I mean, it cost me $100,000 out of pocket to go to law school, but it's a backup option. That if I need to go full time in something. So I think I don't know. I really feel like you don't know where you're going in life, and when I look back, it's like wow, just all these amazing things just happened, and of course there's bumps in the road with everything, but it's just I'm able to enjoy YouTube for what it is and keep that passion going that I originally had. It's like I'm sure if I wanted to make more views, subs, I could play other stuff, do other stuff out there. But I just, I love Star Wars. I love gaming. I just love performing, entertaining, singing the music. So, it's just weird how I kind of, got this little niche thing going on that I'm just very fortunate about. Yeah, it's weird. Like, you sit there and I think about it from time to time, but it's like, and I tell people like what I do is like, oh yeah, it's like, oh, you're a lawyer. But yeah, like, but I also play, the Star Wars mobile game. They're like, wait, what? Back up? What? Star Wars mobile game? So,
dude,
yeah, it's weird.
It's always interesting whenever you tell people what you do, and they're like, "Oh, okay."
My grandma, she still can't grasp it. Yeah, so she just tells people, I'm just a full-time lawyer. Which, I'm not full-time, but because she doesn't know how to explain it to her, people her age. So I always try to explain it. It's like, I put it in like Dean Martin terms. It's like I'm a Dean Martin show, but it's on this virtual platform rather than on your tube television or whatever. So that's how I try to explain it.
And I talk about a fictitious world with space wizards.
Yeah.
And they turn that into a turn-based game, and that's what I do.
I think that's, say what you will about the world, but there's like these weird things about the time we live in that, you can do stuff like that. You get to talk about Star Wars, I'm like, how cool is that?
Great.
Yeah, and I know you got you got Harry Potter, Dragon Ball Z, right? You do other stuff too.
Yeah, I got a bunch of other channels I work like the Harry Potter channel. I started up with a buddy of mine, and then he just like completely took that one, and it still falls under the umbrella of my channel and everything like that. But I have my other channels like Theory Talks. I have Fast Facts, Fantasy Theory, Theories Arcade, which is all gaming and like reactions. And there were a few other ones too. I just can't remember them. But,
you're too busy, man.
Star Wars Theory Plus, which is like all the clips and stuff from this channel. So like even like this stream will probably like highlight stuff like that on there. There's a lot of things in there that I like. I like creating content. I like making videos. I like having different communities. And so far I think this is my biggest one, but definitely I have aspirations to continue to grow on other channels and stuff like that too that I create and just have this overarching massive empire.
I like that.
Because I have other interests too. I like to do other stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Like I love video games. I love to talk about psychology and relationships and success and building businesses and stuff like that. And so that's the Theory Talks channel and then the gaming channel. And then there was this game that I used to play with my parents when I was a kid. I forgot the name of it, but it had like different genres. Like one was like, it was like a science factual game, like a trivia game, and like one would be science like with chemistry and physics, another one would be space, another one would be animals, another one could be like civilization, like people and stuff like that, history. And so Fast Facts was like inspired by that, and I think it's such an easy model where you just create cool videos about facts and you learn stuff yourself while you're making videos. So it's kind of like I find I can just go whatever I'm in the mood for. Dragon Ball Theory. I want to talk about Dragon Ball today, I can do that. If I Cobra Kai, I can talk about Cobra Kai. I want to talk about Star Wars, I'll talk about Star Wars. If I want to talk about Fast Facts or gaming or whatever, it gives me that flexibility where I'm not just beholden to like one thing and that's the only thing I can do, because I feel like there's so many more dimensions to you and me, and like you with your music. And
time listen, as I say, at the end of the day, time is your biggest enemy. How much can you do in the limited time you have, So you got to make the most out of it. It seems like you're doing your best with that. I envy you. I can barely keep up with the problem is, man, I do a bad job trying to get other people to help me achieve that full vision. It's like I got to do everything myself. I got to edit my videos. I got to record videos. I got to do this. So I envy you, man. That's crazy. You have that many channels, and boy, yeah, that's amazing, man. That's good stuff.
I need to be more what's the word? Efficient at managing my time.
Yeah, I get that.
Definitely, like once I started hiring editors and stuff like that handled a lot of stuff. Like one of my editors, I just brought him on to Fantasy Theory and Fast Facts, and I'm bringing him on for 30% of the whole channel.
Oh, really? Wow.
So
okay.
that way he's motivated to
help
incentive,
out.
And giving him like a percentage of it is kind of like he now wants it to do well as well instead of it just being a job. And so it's like that could set him up for life too. And it's I think that's pretty good win-win.
Man. Enlightening me. It's always, I don't know if the audience is, but I'm always intrigued by how people, they run their channels. Because I have a friend in the chat. His name's Mobile Gamer. We go way back. He's in the chat. There's hi, Mobile Gamer. Hi, you're trash. It's always just a joke. We always say we're trash, and the games we play are trash and stuff like that. Stupid joke, but no, it's I always love the intricacies of all this. I don't know if other people care about it, but it's always cool seeing how people get started and all that.
I think it's pretty interesting.
And there he is.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people don't really know much about our world of YouTube, and they don't really understand it. And I think there's so many different YouTubers out there that it kind of just the information gets kind of muddied. Where like you have one personality that does things in maybe a shiesty way, and then you got another person who's like extremely normal and honest. I feel like so it just kind of like you say you're a YouTuber, and they're like, you must be a narcissist. It's like, well, no. Not all the time.
Yeah.
So I think people will find this stuff pretty interesting. But at the end of the day, it's that's what we do.
Yeah, that's the only thing I hate though. I just hate this word. I hate the word influencer. It just sounds it sounds creepy.
I hate it, dude.
I'm just a dude who likes playing games. If you like watching me, cool. I'm not here to influence you.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that reel?
Which one?
I have to. You're gonna lose your mind.
Let me see this. Let me watch this thing here. Okay. Oh gosh.
Where is it? He's like laying on the bed or whatever, and he's like answering them. He's like, I can't answer the phone today. I'm an influencer. He's just like, it's just a whole bunch of that. And
the cringe is hitting me hard.
Yeah,
and dude, I'm cringy, man. When I find something cringy, it's cringy, and I can be cringy sometimes. Oh gosh.
I don't know if I find it, I'll send it to you. But yeah, I think some of chat you guys have probably seen it before, right? But, oh no.
Oh my gosh, you got a lot of super chats and gifted stuff, man. Do you
read
not
those
that
on
much
stream?
today?
Not that much today.
Oh,
usually
okay.
It's a ton, but I think that people are just so like they don't know what to do.
They're like, who the hell is this guy?
You new guy. What do we doing?
Us.
Yeah. Do you want me to go through these with you, or do you wanna,
whatever you want? I'm having a good time, man. If you want to talk about it, do you want to talk about your super chats? I mean, whatever you want to do, man. I'm down for it. Yeah. I always feel bad when I'm like streaming. I'm like, oh God, I didn't read this guy's super chat for 10 minutes. I feel horrible. So I feel bad that I've taken up your conversation. I don't know how you go about your super chats and stuff like that when you're on stream. I always feel bad.
Yeah, I usually read them when the conversation's done, and then I go through them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I try to get through literally all of them.
There's Rossi. You damn well knew I'd be here first tonight. There you go.
Can I get some K's in the chat for the Kyber Club? Can you guys discuss your views on Ahsoka, Dave's directing, what you think will happen? Well, we already did all that, Rossi.
Look at that.
We're glad you're here.
Look at that.
Man. Yeah, you brought us together finally. Greetings from the Kyber Club. Spur Deer.
That's great. Yeah, Rossi, man. I'm not sure if he's still here, but it's so funny. Like I felt bad for him. It's like, I was like, yeah, man, if it happens, it happens. I just felt bad. It's like he super chats you, then he's super chats me. It's like, oh man, listen, if it happens, it happens.
Wait, why is everyone spamming K? Are these your boys?
I guess they're putting Kyber. Technically, it's KC. I think because Rossi said let's put K's in the chat for the Kyber Club. I always abbreviated KC, but yeah, they made it halfway. That's all that matters.
No, you got one guy that did KC.
There we go. There we go. We got the Kyber Club, baby.
Benjamin did KC. There you go.
Have you ever been to the Kyber Club? Do you want to? We can do it's not going to be as exciting without the.
I've never been. Yeah, you want to take?
Oh man! All right, here it's not as exciting without the without the music pumping and thumping. Here we go. We'll go to the Kyber Club real quick. Come with me. Get the music going. Oh, give me some more air horns. It's a lot more awkward without the music blasting. Oh yeah. Let's go, baby. Ooh, yeah. Oh, hold on. We got to do a dance number here. Come with me. Let's go. We got to celebrate the night. Oh yeah. Oh.
What the fuck, dude?
Oh.
What the fuck? What the fucking shit? Dude, what the hell? This is so freaking hilarious.
Like my shorts?
What the fuck? Yo, we need music, dude. We need some freaking music.
Yeah, you can go on. I have a whole playlist of music that I've made and some other people have made. It's really funny. Yeah, there's like, I don't know how much you know, but there's like this community. You know, I know there's like Takumi, there's me. There's oh my gosh, I'm blanking out. There's Isaac. There's like this great community. They just make all these cool Star Wars remixes, and there's so many inside jokes. Like we call the Wana Wanga trilogy, where my friend of mine Isaac made a song, used the words the Wana Wanga from Bib Fortuna. And I made episode 2, Return of the Wanga, and then recently some other guy. He made episode 3, Revenge of the Wanga. It's funny. So we have all these cool songs that we get to play in the Kyber Club. You know, some from me, some from others. So it's always again, it's a party we're having here. It's a mobile game we're playing most of the time, but it's one of those things. Like, even though it's just a mobile game, we can make it a lot of fun. That's kind of what it is. So
I love that about you, is that you entertain so many people. You know, you could just do it. So like regular people do, just play the game or whatever, and you know, but you go above and beyond. You get it to the point.
Yeah, and I appreciate people coming out. You know, it's it's not the most exciting game to watch at times, but you know, we can make it exciting. You know, so there's actually a lot of people who, you know, they don't play the game, but it's Star Wars. So they know the characters, but so they can see these characters in action and maybe play passively through me, because you know it's an expensive game to play and it takes a lot of time. So it's you know, as I said, it's really cool. People still hang out with me, you know, whether they found me for the music or the videos, and you know, so it's always the live streams are that's my favorite thing. Yeah, I love making videos, but like live stream, there's a different energy because you got people with you, you got conversations going. It's always a good time around here. So yeah, man, it's yeah, I don't know, it's fun what we do around here. So yeah, I forgot you probably never saw some of the oh crap. Well, Gary, freaking A, Gary, what are you doing, man? He's playing the whole transition again. That's just how he is, Gary.
He's fucking up, eh?
Yeah, Gary, man, he's been stuck with me since who knows how long. And, and listen, I don't know about you, but you know, if so, you need someone to be the punching bag in your life. And for me, as long as I can remember, Gary's been that guy for me.
Yeah, see, I don't have one. I'm my own punching bag. I'm like, God damn it, you screwed up again. You failed.
For the last time.
What's up, Mischievous Grievous? Thank you, man. What's up, Takumi?
Hey, I just saw him earlier today in my stream.
He says there must always be a DJ Trey. I love seeing you dominate with other Star Wars fans.
Yeah, Takumi's got a great DJ Trey song. Yeah, if you ever like, it's not maybe good relaxing music, 'cause it's all like boom, 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 boom. But like, I have a playlist just it's like, goodness gracious, it's like it's a combination of a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Takumi's got a great Trey remix that he's made. Hey, there's Toyota Canada. He's a great guy. He's I don't know if I might be delayed. I'm looking on your stream, so it's a bit delayed.
You can't look on the stream. That one's like
40, I keep looking. I'm trying to like passively, like I'm used to trying to keep up with the chat. I'm doing such a bad job. There's Kadar. He's obsessed with LeBrock. We actually did a collab with because oh gosh, we made a collab song with an artist that we really liked. Their group name is LeBrock, so I kind of did a little surprise. I did a little collab with them. So they wrote a song for the Kyber Club, since we're like, you know, we a lot of their listeners come from our group, so that was fun. So he's obsessed with LeBrock, so he was nerding out on that. Yeah, so these are all familiar faces that are popping up right now.
These are your boys.
Christian, I don't know Christian. I know a lot of Christian. I know that Christian. That's from my script.
Christian
I'm guessing he's talking about the Battlefront 4
hair.
Yeah, I think it's he's probably talking about the Battlefront 4 stuff, maybe.
No, it's when Ahsoka came out, there was something that was like very akin to my Vader 2 script. And so, like, I immediately was like, oh my god, that's from my script. And then, you know,
no kidding. What was the moment?
There was a moment where she was like being submerged in this water.
Oh, and, when she was going to the world between worlds.
Yeah,
okay.
it was. Yeah, so it was something.
Okay.
So like I
how wild would that be if they looked at your stuff and they maybe took some inspiration from that? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure someone saw.
They wouldn't be able to because it's not out yet. But it was just like in my head, and then I said it out loud, and then people wanted.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, so so you said Vader 2. Yeah, you only have Vader 1, right? Okay. Wouldn't it be funny if they have someone internally that's on your production team, and they're like, we need some of the ideas for the next Ahsoka episode or something, you know? You never know.
You never know. Been sub to Arnold since the early days of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes legendary combo.
Perfect Spies. Great seeing you, man. Yeah. Man, it's crazy. Yeah. 37 months with Benjamin. Do my air horns come through?
Josh looks different. Yeah, Josh looking different today, man.
Yeah.
Long live the Empire and the Cobra Club. Woo! What's up, fat naked Jimmy Neutron? Arnold, design a kit for Star Wars Theory now. Love you guys.
Oh, man. So a kit is basically the full package of a character's abilities. So like people like to do what they call it fan kits. So like, people have already been doing it for Balin where they kind of guess, oh, this is what he would do.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, so I know there's been a few fan kits about me, like the leadership ability is called Director to Video Gaming Division or something. So that'd be pretty wild. I could see something for Star Wars Theory being made.
Something with bricks and screws, perhaps.
Oh gosh, unique ability, bricks and screws.
Yeah, just like throw them at people.
I gotta say this. It's awesome that because some people they can't take jokes or they whatever. It's funny that you embrace the bricks and screws thing. I think it's kind of funny.
Of course, you have to embrace it all.
Right? Yeah.
Can't let anyone.
Have you released a shirt, bricks and screws? I feel like you could have capitalized on that.
I released a hat. But I never really pushed it because I just didn't want to capitalize too hard.
Oh, yeah. I wonder how well that would have done.
I should have capitalized on the Pablo situation and put like your emotions are not for sharing. Just like put.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
I think that would have been really great. But at the time, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, I get it. You didn't want to stir the pot more or something.
No, man, I want to make money off of a situation that I didn't want to be in.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Can I take off the shades real quick? Are they part of my?
They're attached to his face.
They're literally attached. There's a reason why I wear them. It's just like Arnold. You can't watch Terminator.
You can't take them off.
You can't take them off. We call them tactical scanners. Yeah. So that's how I get the elite level plays when I'm playing. It's just watch the Terminator. It's literally what's going on. It's a part of me.
It's his eyes.
There's Takumi. Yeah, he's got great music too. I like his because he's from Japan, so he does a lot of EDM stuff that's kind of like Japanese inspired. I know he's got a couple Star Wars stuff. He's got some other anime stuff he does. So yeah, great stuff he's got.
What's up, Laser Light? Yoder says,
"Jeez, yeah, I don't know."
Saying this backwards?
Yeah. So, oh gosh, I don't know if you care about the stuff. So, all right. So, it sounds like these people are trying to coax you into getting in the Galaxy of Heroes. So they release these things called Lightspeed bundles, and they're making a fortune off of it. Like, let's just say Galaxy of Heroes. Generally on the App Store, it's like 50s, 100s. Engrossing. They released these Lightspeed bundles. I can't remember the exact rank, but overnight they jumped to like number 3. So they're making hand over fist money on this stuff. But basically it's meant to help people really accelerate their progress, and things that would take 8, 9, 12 months to get, you get it right now for $10, $20 or something like that. So that's encouraging because the game's so expensive. Most people don't spend because it's for just one character day one. If you want to max it out, it's like $500, something absurd.
Jesus.
But when you can get all these amazing characters, which gets you on track to getting Kylo, which is one of the best characters, Rey, one of the best characters for $20-$30. Yeah. So people are making, I know they're making, hundreds, millions of dollars off this stuff here. So, you got to understand there's that whole pipeline. So Capital Gains, but then Google, Apple get, 30%, I believe, in-app purchases. And then EA's got to get their cut. Lucasfilm's got to get their cut. I don't know and then you got to pay the employees. So who knows how much Capital Games is personally pocketing, or EA themselves. But there's money to be made. That's why the game is still around. But yeah, it's I'm really curious to see what the numbers are. I'm kind of wondering if the game pushed 20-30 million for this past month for Galaxy. I wouldn't be too surprised. Yeah, they already make 10, 15, on average. So with this, when you're getting people that don't normally spend $10, $20, $30 when you have, I think there's an active player base of about 300, 400,000, something like that. So when you're getting a good chunk of those people, they're making a lot of money. So I'm assuming he's wants me to tell you this because maybe you'll come and play,
Why don't we make a game?
Dude, man, gosh, I have a pitch. Hold on. I got a pitch for you right now. Listen to me. All right. This is the next not even $2 billion, $1 trillion idea theory. All right.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Need for Speed meets pod racing. And the first thing I'm going to do, we're going to call up Snoop Dogg. We're going to have him make a track like it did for Need for Speed Underground 2. I'm telling you, the next big game right there. I don't know. What do you think? Are we?
It's a $10 billion contract right there.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I don't know if I think pod racing's kind of out of favor right now. I don't know about you, but I know they brought a little bit of back in like the bad. Gary, stop playing the
fucking Gary. God damn it! Get your shit together.
Get out! No, take the rest of the night off. Frickin' A, man. No, get out. let's see, I got to do everything myself. At least play the cool one that has me with the guitar. Hold on, you know, I literally spend $1 trillion per transition. Can you at least here, Gary, try one more time. No, come back. No, press the button. There you go. At least, you know, you play. There we go. Mix it up a little bit. Goodness gracious. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I think pod racing might be a little out of favor. I know they brought. It wasn't pod racing in Bad Batch season 2. It was what the heck were they doing? It was like was it pod racing? Come on, you need to help me out here. You're Star Wars theory.
What was your question? Hold on, I'm bringing something up here. What'd you say?
So I was I don't blame you. Just blink me out.
No, I was trying. Yeah, sorry. What'd you say? Pod racing season 2? What?
So we're talking about pod racing meets Need for Speed, but I don't know if pod racing's that popular anymore. But I was saying,
of course it is. My buddy's he's revamping the game right now. He's making an Unreal Engine.
Okay, really, no kidding. But I was asking you because I reminded myself, Bad Batch season 2, they had a racing thing. Was it pod racing though? It was something similar to pod racing. It was something similar, but it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, okay, it wasn't pod racing 1-to-1. Ah, man, pod racing brings back such nostalgic memories. When I was playing on 64 back in the day, and if you had the little game cartridge expansion to get more RAM, the game looked so good back then.
Did you ever play that? Did you ever see that in theaters?
Pod Racer?
Episode 1.
Oh, yeah, dude. I remember. I have faint memories of episode 1. I don't remember the movie that well. I had to rewatch it later to get my memory of it. But I remember specifically, like, they were doing all this like Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut had like Star Wars.
Oh my God, yeah,
dude. Yes. I can't remember. Was it cups? Was it sippy bottles or something?
Freaking! I think it was like even it was the Pepsi and Coca-Cola cans. It was the Coca-Cola cans.
Something like that. I can't remember specifically, but I remember all the cool Star Wars. It's funny. I don't remember the movie when I first watched it, but I remember just the merchandise, the marketing that went out for it.
So much Darth Maul.
Yeah, Darth Maul was literally everywhere. Yeah,
even before the movie came out, there was so much Darth Maul. Like I remember I had the T-shirt where like it was a black T-shirt and it was just like red 3D printed like foamy bits that were made out of his face.
Yeah, and then
black,
you got Chrono Van in the chat saying Taco Bell had some prequel stuff too. Yeah, so I remember oddly enough that, and I remember like stupid stuff like where they had NSYNC CDs and a Happy Meal or something. When they would give out like singles on a disc or something. I was like, it was merchandising was pretty wild. Late '90s, and it's weird to say. I remember I saw Attack of the Clones as a kid, but really the first like memory that's I can remember it clear as day was seeing Revenge of the Sith in 2005. Because I remember I got a C in my math, and don't get me started about my parents when I brought something less than a B+. Oh boy. So I got a C, and I didn't tell my dad. He somehow knew, and he still took me to see not episode 5, Revenge of the Sith. So I still remember that pretty clear as day. So that would have
been awesome. 12, right?
What was 2000? I was in 5th grade. So gosh. So what is that? That's math. Tactile scanners are burning up right now.
12, yeah, you would have been 12.
Sure, let's roll with that. I was in
2005. You were born 93.
No, 2005. Because you have to be 13 or 14 to be in high school, right? No, that had to be.
You were born 93, right?
So it's 7. Okay, I guess it's 12. I guess it's like 11 or 12. Yeah, I don't know. It sucks. I didn't know I was gonna go to law school and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna be an architect or do economics. I don't know, stuff like that. And I took all these crazy calculus classes. Freaking man, I don't remember anything of it. So that was
those math classes screwed me up, man. Calculus and remember that expensive ass calculator you had to get? It was like $100 or something like that at the time. That massive thick thing, and it like creates graphs.
Oh yeah, the graphing calculator, TI-84s.
Yeah, TI-84s.
Yeah. Oh
when
gosh.
Have you ever used that? Never.
Though I don't use it anymore. Oh yeah. Only thing I remember in high school, people, I don't know how they did it. I should have asked. They somehow are able to program games on it, and also you can program like notes on your calculator somehow.
Yeah, dude, I did that.
Oh god. So no one taught. I should have asked. I didn't think about it. I was too much of a goody two shoe. I didn't get any detentions. It was too nice, and I was like, "Oh, that's bad," But then, then freshman year, college, I took a calculus class, bombed it, and then I had to retake it, got an A+. That was my best comeback ever, right there. I think that was my peak right there.
You're doing pretty okay right now.
Just okay.
I'm gonna show you guys this. I got a buddy of mine that's making this Ahsoka leaving the Jedi Order, but in live action. He's actually partially also working on Vader Episode 2.
Okay.
As a VFX artist, so I'm just gonna play the trailer and see what you guys think. Can you guys hear the music?
More than you realize. I understand.
You can hear the sound, right?
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah.
The order.
I know.
crap.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. When it comes to episode 2, man, my boys are the real deal.
Was this the? I'll finish it. I'll shut up for a minute. I want to appreciate it.
Yeah. Project. He's taking a lot of the moments from the Clone Wars.
There goes all your monetization for the stream with the music.
Oh, dude, yeah, the monetization's gone. Yeah,
you nuked it.
Oh yeah.
Was this? No, this might be someone else. I remember watching. Oh boy, I need to remember what it was. Didn't someone make a Bad Batch snippet in Unreal Engine or something like that, or something clone related? In Unreal Engine, like, oh, that looks really cool. I could be just making stuff up in my mind.
There's something called Tuck Tales. Some guy like
yes. My brother was freaking out. My brother is like a massive Clone Wars fan. He's got a collection of clones, droids. He literally role plays as like a clone every day, or something like that. But so he was like, dude, this is so awesome. Tuck Tales. I think that was it.
Check this out.
Yes. No, this wasn't it. That's something else then.
Maybe it was.
This is fan made. Like, what the hell?
Careful. There can still be clones around every corner. Huh?
Why the long face?
Keep moving! Come on!
Keep up, Roy.
Yes, sir.
Ow, my head.
My gosh.
Like we don't need Disney anymore, man.
Man, it's I've had the honor of meeting a lot of people from different industries, different talents. It's so crazy how many Star Wars people out there. They're just so talented at what they do, their craft. And I mean, I think even Lucasfilm picked up people over time. Like, wasn't there someone who did a? Oh gosh, you're at the correct and wrong. Someone did because there was a lot of, I think it was Luke, something like that, where people were criticizing the way it was Luke or some actor, and it's like, oh, this doesn't look good. And someone else did, well, this is how I would have done it. And they hired him to do all this face CGI stuff moving forward. I could be completely wrong, but I feel like they've done something like that, where they picked up talent on YouTube from people that that can do this. That I can't remember. I'm sure when you have 3 billion people in the chat, I'm sure. Someone will
chat. Do you know what he's talking about?
Yeah. Luke was people saying Shamrock? Yeah, it was Luke. Okay. Yeah, because I remember there was so it was something of Luke. They people weren't crazy about the CGI, and then someone did their own and how they would have done it and looked so much better, and then they ended up picking it up. People are saying Shamrock?
Shamook, yeah, that guy got hired by Lucasfilm, and then
that's what I'm saying.
He's on anymore.
Oh, someone says he eventually quit. Oh well. Well, he got hired at least, but I think it was because of that video.
Yeah, he was probably. They probably took.
Yeah, it was deep fakes. That's what they call it. Deep fake. Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah. So that
right. So let me ask you something. Would you rather have deep fake Luke Skywalker going forwards, or deep fake whoever Han Solo? Or would you rather just recast, but deep fake Balin's skull, or would you recast?
Oh gosh. Well, in a perfect world, it would have been just good to have the original guy do it. But I understand when we're exploring. Well, Balin's that's an unfortunate oddity. That just no one was expecting that. But when it comes to stories of Luke, Han, I understand they want to maybe explore their stories a bit more. I also think part of me wishes maybe we should just make new stories, just let the stories remember about these characters be, and we just move on to other stuff. But at the same time, I want to do more Anakin stuff. It's. I say one thing, but I'm just a massive, fan of Luke, Anakin, Han, Leia. It's I want to see more of them on Peter Cushing, playing Tarkin, Gosh, I actually was thinking just something just like this in regards to Thrawn. So I feel like, I love Lars. Obviously, he voiced in Rebels, and I love the voice. I just felt like the look wasn't quite there, even of Grand Inquisitor. Like the look wasn't quite there. So I wish they did more of CGI. I don't know if deep fake would have been the right stuff, but I guess CGI is different from deep fakes. So I guess to not dodge your question, if done appropriately and well, like maybe I'm in the minority. When I watched the latest Indiana Jones movie, I thought they did a pretty decent job with young Harrison Ford in the opening part.
They did.
So like if they can do that, like I like there was some earlier stuff where it didn't look good, but like I think the technology's gotten better where they're able to do it and tell these stories that they just can't do anymore. Like the Solo movie. I thought the Solo movie was okay. I think it just came at a bad time between was it Infinity War or Endgame? I can't remember which movie it was. And then coming off the sequels or people maybe weren't too hot. So it was an awkward time for Solo. I just it was hard for me to fully immerse myself with who played Solo? Oh gosh.
Alden Ehrenreich.
Yes, he was fine, but just like, the look wasn't 100% there to really like sell me across the finish line. So
I felt like Lando wasn't 100% there.
Lando too. Yeah, was there any other characters that were? I think it was just Han and Lando that we went back to.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, you just have to like tell yourself, oh, this is just Han and Lando, but yeah, wasn't.
Chewie looked fine.
Yeah, Chewie, they did okay with Chewie. He's okay.
Okay.
R2 wasn't there. Like I feel like they've done a good job with R2 over the years and C3PO. I guess, yeah. If I'm just being honest, nothing against the actors who played Han and Lando. I think, it's weird to say because I know there's this like weird line of the way the direction technology is going, but I think it just for me personally, be fully immersed all the way. Like I'll take it if that's what they want to do, just new actors recasting. But maybe I like seeing people do appropriate, CGI that really brings the character to life without having the oddities involved. I think they've just been getting better. So maybe that's me. Maybe that's me on that. In that
what
regard.
Do you think of this Lando show coming out? I don't really understand.
Oh gosh. So your ear is probably more tuned to what's going on there. I heard something passing that the Lando show was getting canceled, or was that something else?
I heard that too, but like now it's coming back or something. So I don't know, man.
And they were going to use I always name is Childish Gambino. That's not his real name though. What's his real name?
No, I don't. Is he a singer?
Yeah, he has I think he has like a song called "This Is America" or something like. I don't know his whole repertoire of music, but yeah, he has some music out there. I just don't know the full the extent of it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's got. I just don't know how much is. I haven't heard stuff recently. Yeah, Donald Glover. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that Donald Glover. There we go. Yeah, so it's one of those things where. Yeah, oh gosh, it's hard to get the OG Lando 1-to-1, right? But I feel like if you just get past the visual look, which it's not 1-to-1 there. I think he kind of picks up on the intricacies of how Lando would behave and whatnot. But it's hard to just like you just got to tell yourself like just forget about the old Lando.
Yeah, I was still fine with
yeah,
Solo. I thought it was okay.
It was fine. Yeah, it's just
but it wasn't like didn't blow my skirt up. You know what I mean? Like it didn't. It was cool, but I don't know. I didn't really understand all the hate. It wasn't like shit.
No. I think it came out at just an awkward time. Marvel was riding on a high. They had one of their biggest movies of all time. I can't remember. You have to like look up the dates of proximity.
Infinity War.
Yeah, it was Infinity War. I always forget when Endgame and Infinity War came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, when was I'm trying to remember, what was it? Was it last? I think it was Last Jedi, then Solo, right? Rise of Skywalker wasn't in the picture, obviously.
Last Jedi, then Solo.
Yeah, and then Last Jedi had its divisiveness, and then maybe some people were just like, I don't know. It's speculation at that point. Yeah, I think it's probably just an awkward time when you're between the biggest Marvel movie and maybe one of the more controversial Star Wars movies that maybe not everyone was on board with. I think it was just a bad time for it to come out. And also, I think when people want to watch a movie, I think we might be seeing this now with just not just Star Wars and Marvel, but like a lot of TV shows. Like if it doesn't feel like it has a purpose in the larger picture, you might not get the people to show up to it as much. I think that's I've been seeing a lot of talk with like Marvel, for example. Like I'll be honest, like ever since the MCU got rebooted, like I've been like always watching movies and shows. I find myself slacking off. Like I haven't been keeping up with Loki. I haven't been. Oh my gosh, what was the one Sam Jackson was in? Not Secret Wars.
Jeez, was it?
Yeah, it was just I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's just like I watched episodes and I just didn't finish it. Like I just didn't feel that urgency like I did with a lot of the other Marvel shows and movies and stuff like that. So I feel like they're you know, it might be something like that where people just didn't maybe feel the need to see Solo. It's just it was a side mission of Star Wars, right?
Well, it was, yeah. The same with Andor. You know,
Secret Invasion. There you go. There's your chat coming in.
All this stuff was like all this stuff is a side mission, I think. Like, so I think the next one that we get is Skeleton Crew. We get Acolyte.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I'm excited for Acolyte.
Wasn't there Rangers of the Republic, or what was it called?
Yeah, Rangers of the Republic got canceled.
There we go. That's the one. Yeah.
Acolyte, man, it's just like it seems like a cool premise, but at the same time, like the director just seems like she's not.
I think I remember seeing something passing. I can't remember, but I remember. I know the loose outline of. I think, oh boy, it's been a minute since I kept up on the shows, but yeah, Ranger of the Republic. I think that's the one I was thinking of that got canceled. Not sure about the Lando one. So yeah, that's the one. Thank you. Yeah, but it was just I just like and I love Sam Jackson. You know, it's just like I just didn't finish Secret Invasion. It's just like so. Yeah, I think that's just what Han Solo maybe just suffered with, and it was again when you look at Star Wars, it was a fun side quest. You know, that's how I like to look at it. But I mean, they did like the ending of Solo looked like there was something bigger coming, right? Because did Solo come after Kenobi finished off Maul, or was it before? I can't remember when the order of
No, Maul was still around in Solo.
He was in Solo, but the season where Kenobi fought in Rebels, when Kenobi fought Maul, was that before Solo or after Solo? I think it was. That
was far after Solo.
It was far after Solo. Okay. All right, it's like it felt like they're really going to go into that Maul story and the Crimson Dawn, right? And then Kira, and then nothing's come of it. Yeah,
well, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe the Lando show will have we'll have that.
Maybe. Yeah, I know you love your Maul. I know you love your Maul. I mean, Maul's a tough one, man, because like damn, that guy's been dragged through the runner. He's been killed and brought back.
Always loses.
Yeah, just let him rest in peace. He had a simple ending. I got a split personality. Like I want him to rest in peace. Like I'd like to keep bringing him back just to kill him, and but he's such a cool character.
He's a cool character. As what's his face said, Freddie Prinze Jr. He's Sisyphus. He's destined to fail.
Oh, that's. I mean, he had his moments of glory in the Clone Wars and stuff like that.
Well, dude, that freaking Order 66 scene was badass.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'll say this: if you ever do happen to pick up Galaxies, you'd love Maul. Based off the Clone Wars season 7, he is so good, man. And they just made Mandalorians like so much better. Gar Saxon and the Super Commandos. God, they're so good. Oh, cool. So Maul. Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah, but that's a side point. He's one of my favorite characters in the game and the shows as well.
Theory, I have an idea for a video. What if the Yuzon Vong invaded the universe during Revenge of the Sith time frame? That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that was explored in the Thrawn Chiss Ascendancy a lot, right? Mm-hmm. The books
with the Grisk.
Oh, Grisk was no. I think
that's
Grisk was.
That's like the more canon version of the Yuzon Vong.
Maybe I'm misremembering. I could have sworn in the Chiss Ascendancy trilogy it was the Grisk. I remember the Grisk being talked a lot about in the how do you the first 3 books? I think it was either
you would know the Thrawn stuff better than me because I like the old Thrawn. I wasn't too into the new Thrawn, even though it's still Timothy Zahn. But I just feel like he just
did you not read the newer Thrawn books?
He feels different. Okay. No, I read some of them. I didn't read all of them.
Okay.
I was like, okay. He just feels different to me. He's like
okay. I really like the Thrawn books. Maybe it's because I didn't. It could be. Maybe it's because I didn't read, and I've always heard that the Thrawn from the books that you're talking about, the original Timothy Zahn books, like it's like God tier Thrawn. So maybe because I haven't read those, that's maybe I like the newer Timothy Zahn books.
The canon Thrawn is kind of like a Diet Coke version.
Not even Coke Zero, the Diet Coke version.
What's the difference between Coke Zero and Diet Coke?
I don't know. I think there's a total difference in taste. I hate Diet Coke. I think Coke Zero tastes better. I think there's a difference. Yeah, I don't know. Diet Coke tastes flatter.
Ingredients wise, what's the difference, chat? What?
Maybe one's got more. I don't know the good chemicals that help you age faster. Jeez. I don't remember.
While I do miss Josh, I do approve
aspartame.
Yeah, I'm sure, we all miss Josh, but at the same time, he made his choice to leave, and we have to move on. So it's not like anyone got canned or anything like that. It's like, so I'm not gonna sit and we gotta move on, man. Love the new guy. Keep it up. Excited for the new intro.
Oh, thanks.
How much money would it take for you to CGI the real sequel trilogy, Heir to the Empire, Dark Forces, and Last Command? Well, a lot depends how.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the quality.
Hey, I got a motion capture suit, man. Hit me up. I actually did a few motion capture things for my YouTube channel. It's kind of funny.
No way.
Yeah, so I did a live stream DJ event it was like last year where I kind of took like a stormtrooper and we had my friend Adam help me take like the Daft Punk the colorful helmet and we kind of like merged them together. So we did like a live stream DJ event, and then I also did like when Star Killer came to Galaxy Heroes, I had like the full Star Killer rig on me. So we've done a few things. So hey, if you ever need a motion capture suit, need me to record some motion, I got to fix the leg. The cable in the leg broke, so the leg just drags around.
We were looking at doing some motion capture for Vader Episode 2, but we don't actually need to. We're going to do everything. We might later on, but right now everything doesn't even need it.
Nice, yeah,
smooth.
Yeah. It's motion capture is interesting. I think there's better ways of going about it, but it was fun. It's fun. I still have, but yeah, just like, gosh, I swear the cables just keep breaking. And then when I do it, it's mostly sitting stuff because the leg just is completely busted and it looked like a Peggy the Pirate walking around.
Guys who like the sequels have wives who have boyfriends? Oh, I didn't know that.
Gosh.
I didn't know that. Jeez. When Ahsoka and Morgan fought, they on the ground before she kills her. Ahsoka's eyes are Sith yellow. I think Anakin lessened, but she could use emotion. Her eyes were Sith yellow when she was fighting Elsbeth?
No, really? That's an interesting.
I don't remember this.
Ooh, all right. You writing this down, Theory? Next video right here. There we go.
Where I didn't see that.
That would have. Yeah, that shoot, man. I noticed it when the Anakin World Between Worlds. I didn't notice it there. That's interesting. Got to get some
your music going. Introduce Star Wars to the glory.
Oh gosh, the Dark Tour song's an interesting one. Arnold tea is highly caffeinated tea. Every time there's some people who come, they're like, dude, is this guy like strung up on drugs? Like, no, I'm a crazy dude. Yeah, and it's funny. My family, sometimes when I go from 150% to like 100%, they're like, "Are you okay? You okay?" It's like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm just,
I'm just chilling. I'm not camera. I don't have to, not perform. Right
yeah, they're like, "Are you cool? Are you sick or something?" Lego UCS Venator Class Publishing. My gosh, Legos, man, those are an arm and a leg sometimes, man.
Thanks, Chad. I hope KK never gets her hands on Cal. Bro, she has her hands everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of saying about Star Killer. I don't know if people, like I told you, I don't think you want Marek. Like, I don't think you want him to be Star Killer. Like he has, I'm gonna die in an episode or two written all over him. So I'm happy to like imagine. That's so difficult because Star Killer is, especially like with the deep Star Wars fans, been playing Star Wars games for years and watch Star Wars for years. Star Killer is kind of held in a really high regard, and I don't know if they brought him into canon, if they would do him the same amount of justice he had in Force Unleashed. Because let's be honest, the guy could do literally everything. He was just so powerful. I can't imagine them letting such a powerful character come into canon. So it's like part of me thinks just because I don't think expectations would be met unless they're making Cal, like I said, maybe into like a Vader apprentice down. Like, he keeps encountering freaking Vader all the time.
Right.
So who knows? So I think they're maybe slowly bringing it in. So yeah, and as much as I want Star Killer canon, I know they teased it in Andor, right? The Star Killer armor.
Yeah, but they just threw that in there. They didn't. They put a whole bunch of other stuff in there too. Like there's a Jedi Temple Guard helmet.
When was Andor's timeline in respect to Cal Kestis? No, that's a dumb question. Freaking A, Cal Kestis after all. No, right?
No, Cal Kestis is before all of it.
No, like I'm getting Ahsoka all mixed up in my mind. Yeah. So, my mind is getting all crosswired with Ahsoka right now.
You've got Andor's like before A New Hope.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
I feel like an idiot. I am
Cal
an idiot.
Kestis, no, it can get confusing. Cal Kestis is Order 66.
Yep.
And then Ahsoka is, I think it's 9 years after Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So I was just
8, 9 years.
Yeah, I don't know. So I was thinking, maybe that's, again, I don't know why I'm like really feeding this Cal Kestis Star Killer theory, but it's like, what if that's his armor? What if they bring
it could be, dude, because like in the last game, they not to spoil it, but they gave him dark side powers.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he was exploring that a bit more.
Yeah, which is cool.
Mm-hmm. And if they're making a third, they are making a third one. So
they are. Yeah, they're gonna.
So their continuation. They've been building on top of the abilities of the previous game. I feel like it's a reasonable theory to have.
It's a Star Wars.
It's a Star Wars. It's such a good. I gotta say,
Josh, why did he leave? Josh left to focus on his comic book.
That's pretty awesome. Is it an original comic book series?
Yeah.
Nice.
What's your favorite IP besides Star Wars?
Oh gosh, Pokemon, Fallout. I like Marvel, but I can't say like I'm a because Marvel that's deep lore that goes many comics, and I saw some of the pre-MCU movies that were trash, like the Hulk movie. I remember everyone fell asleep watching that movie. So I like Marvel, but I wouldn't call myself a mega fan because I don't know all the intricacies. I've gotten better. Like I didn't know there was a multiverse in Marvel until like later on. It's like, what? There's 2 Spider-Mans? You can have all these Spider-Mans? Like so. Yeah, so but I'd say Fallout, Marvel, Pokemon. I'm probably missing other stuff off the top of my head, but Pokemon's probably one of the biggest ones. That was kind of like the first big game. Dragon Ball. So gosh, that was a funny thing. My dad banned me from watching. He caught me watching it and he banned it for me, so I had to kind of like go undercover, go to my friend's house and watch it. So I remember I couldn't tell you like what seasons what. I remember watching a ton. Like obviously I know Cell, Frieza. I played a lot of Dragon Ball fighter games that I know how to play them. Hell no, you mash a bunch of buttons and you play them. So I wouldn't say I'm probably not on your level of knowledge, but I do like Dragon Ball. But I couldn't be like Star Wars or Marvel where I can like shoot out facts. And then I saw like it's all like a random blur. Like I remember I modded Super Smash. Sorry, go for it.
Wait, your dad didn't let you watch Dragon Ball?
Dude, I barely was able to play Tony Hawk on the PlayStation 1 because it was rated teen. So like I was lucky enough my dad got me that on my PlayStation 1. So and it's fine. They really moderate, who knows? It's probably for the better. I probably would have been even wackier if I watched, other stuff growing up. But yeah, so like I wasn't really able to watch PG-13 movies unless on specific occasions, like, Revenge of the Sith. I wasn't 13, but my dad, he took me to see it, But I never got to see a rated R movie for the longest time. I got
an idea. Do you want to get crazy for a second?
What type of crazy are we talking?
I dropped the link of the stream on Twitter.
Let's see on Twitter. Let's see
what happens.
In regards to what? Oh, you trying to stir some beans or something? Oh man, I'm opening up Twitter to see what you're talking about, but I'm watching Spider-Man.
I'm gonna drop the link to the stream and see what happens.
Oh, okay.
What do you think?
All right. You got some experiment you're trying to execute or something?
I don't know. It was just see what happens.
Yeah, only after 2 hours. Yeah, I'll drop it on Twitter. Oh gosh.
Let's see.
Knights of Melvin. I have no idea what Knights of Melvin are. Should I know what Knights of Melvin are?
It's the future.
It's oh gosh, you're smiling. I don't know if I want to know what that is.
I'm trying to change the settings here. Because last time I did this, it like crashed. So I'm trying to make sure like I can let people in.
By putting a link on Twitter, your thing would crash?
Oh, it crashed last time.
The power of Elon Musk right there or something.
Dude, it was not.
My gosh, going back, it's funny. Oh gosh, I remember when you were surprised at my dad in Dragon Ball Z. It's like I remember watching. It was in my grandmother's attic, and he comes to see me. It's like, what is this? As like someone that's probably Goku getting his butt kicked or something.
Oh my gosh. It was like too violent for him.
Yeah. I mean, so I was kind of forced to, collect my Teletubbies and stuff like that. That's what I was stuck with.
Oh, jeez. My Little Pony.
No, I didn't get the My Little Pony. Pokemon. That was kind of Pokemon. Oh yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh. I do like a good Yu-Gi-Oh. Although I don't know if you play any Yu-Gi-Oh.
I did. Yeah.
You look like someone that would play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Dude, I played Yu-Gi-Oh. What does a Yu-Gi-Oh player look like? What the hell?
You look like a guy that played like I get Yu-Gi-Oh. Not even a nerd. Like you think I'm a nerd? Is that what you're trying to say? No,
I mean,
no. Did you play did you play Master Duel that came out a year ago or whatever?
No. Did you ever play Beyblades?
Oh gosh, is that the Let Her Rip, right? Yeah, that was there's like a lot of weird IPs going on. It's bringing everything back. I was one of the few that liked Shaolin Showdown. Do you remember that? Shaolin Showdown. It was like, gosh, I don't know how to explain the premise. It's like, you get these relics and like there's the bad guy and the good guys are trying to get these relics that give you superpowers. if you don't know it, and I know you're pretty big into anime, it looks like it wasn't that great. But I played like the PS2 game. I was the only one who probably collected their cards. They had like collectible, like kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh. They had Shaolin Showdown cards. I don't know where the hell they are now. I lost all my Pokemon cards, my Yu-Gi-Oh cards growing up. That's a tragedy. But now it's all coming back, all the stuff. But I played Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel last year, and it's let's just say the gameplay and the meta is a lot different than just, here's my blue eyes white dragon. It's a lot more intricate now.
There's just so much. You know what I started watching? I started watching Baki.
Baki, what is that? That sounds vaguely familiar.
It's anime, but it's like so gruesome. It's badass. Anybody in chat watch Baki?
Yeah, like I haven't watched. Like I mean, I never thought Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh were considered anime until like I was enlightened. But I don't think I've really watched anything like. Like, what is it called? Like One Punch Man or something?
Oh yeah, I heard about this. I didn't actually like.
Yeah, that's I'm not like too much into. But yeah, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and then I guess Dragon Ball is probably the farthest thing to anime I probably watched. Or Shaolin Showdown, but that was that was something else.
The Edge says, tell Arnold Sear looks like a 7-Eleven.
Okay, so as I said, I'll say I don't know if you can see my screen. So like again, there are so many characters in Galaxy. The problem is like if you ever like check once or twice, like the people who do the 2D art, like hey, this new character, they're so good. Like that's like people like I can guarantee you've seen the Darth Revan image from Galaxy. Everyone who makes Darth Revan videos, they use the Galaxy image.
I know, yeah. They
have talented artists that do that, but for some reason, when it comes to their 3D character models, it's just like a lot of them. Like I got to show you Director Krennic. He looks like Mr. Bean, but yeah. So they're talking about Seer Junda. It doesn't, it's not perfect. Let me find Director Krennic. His nose and Jyn Erso looks pretty bad.
Are you playing this on PC?
Yeah, so you can use it on. It's an Android emulator. I'm using BlueStack, so it's easier to stream. Yeah, so
cool.
So like any Android games you don't want to play on your phone. Where the heck am I looking for?
So you don't actually have this on your phone, do you? Or
I have it on my phone, so I can play it on the go. But when I'm streaming, making videos, hanging out, whatever, it's just a lot more convenient to play an emulator. But I don't know if you can tell, like Krennic, he just, the thing is, like they have like no eye movement. It's kind of weird. So yeah, that's. Galaxy is fantastic 2D artists. I'm sure their 3D artists are just as talented, but just maybe they just for budgeting reasons they're like, like it was a big deal that Jabba, his eyes blink. He's the only character with blinking eyes in the game. So So they're I'm trying to think of some other characters that came out.
Was that Luke?
Okay. Let me ask you this: Is Luke a rebel?
Yeah.
Not in this game. He's just a Jedi. Yeah. So that people were scratching their heads. Like, the theory is it's for balancing reasons, because if they gave him a rebel tag, he would have been like so overpowered. He's not a rebel, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, the problem is that the people are a little disappointed because he's not overpowered. He's good, but he's not like, break the game. Although they do have the Master Luke, who's a bit better than the Jedi Knight Luke. Yeah, so
tank leader Jedi.
Yep, light side tank leader Jedi, galactic legend. Yeah, so he's great with all the Jedi. Basically, put any Jedi with him, he's gonna be banging. He put me on the big screen. Oh gosh, give me all the attention. Oh gosh.
There we go.
Oh man, now the full screen. Oof.
Oh no, get that way. Hold on. All right, there we go.
There you go.
Hey, that was actually kind of cool.
Yeah. So you're doing all this with the
StreamYards, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because like you could do all the snow BS too. You can zoom in and all that, but it's nice. Yeah. It's easier. Hey, there's Beer Soap. I don't know if Beer Soap's around. He always shows up his Miata there. We always like to talk about cars once in a while too.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah. We got Tyler Hammer. Of course, I know him, the most handsome Triple B gamer of all time. Yeah, that's another title. I'm the king of Triple B.
Is that a Triple B game?
Yeah. So I don't even know if that's a real thing.
Like unofficial.
But it's there's AAA. My joke is, I'm the king of Triple B games. So it's just kind of I
like Dr. Disrespect is like 1995.
Yeah, 1999 or whatever. Is it 80, 84, 85? I'm gonna screw it up. Back to back.
Blockbuster game. Champion.
Oh gosh, yeah. So the king of Triple B's. That's I'm the best at mobile games apparently. There's Reg. I love you're getting all these Galaxy of Heroes things.
All you guys, yeah. I don't even know how to answer these.
What if you?
Ships. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping the link on Discord on Twitter right now. So
that's my Jabba costume in his profile thumbnail. When Jabba came out, I wore a Jabba costume, so I got the inflatable thing. So he's been using it ever since. Long have I waited for this moment. my two favorite Star Wars creators. Oh, good to meet you too, Lemon Knight. Appreciate you have me on.
Lemon Knight. Arnold and Theory Unreal. What's up, Steven Eagles? Steven looks like a lawyer. The two best Star Wars content creators on one live.
Oh, that's kind of you to say. Toyota Canada, there we go. Some respect for Gary. If he did it mess up, I would. Yeah, right. Yeah, Toyota's there. Anytime Gary sucks, you know, you gotta have him. He's one of those guys. Just he stood up to the occasion. Like, dude, I'm gonna help you through Discord because it's an absolute mess. I'm like, thank you. I'd be lost without you because I'm so bad. If it's Twitter, or Discord, it's like it's a wild west out there. So he puts some saneness into chaos. What do we got here? Talk about your show idea from the Empire's perspective. Oh man. Okay. So, you know, Star Wars is a matter of perspective, right? You know, you're often fed just the one-way narrative of the Rebels. But like, you know, I think we maybe got glimpses of this sort of like in the, you know, Andor show or maybe even Rebels, where you kind of see brief snippets of how the Empire, maybe some citizens view the Rebels. You know, they're these cells, they're causing chaos.
I enjoyed that perspective.
You know, I think, you know, because like, you know, you could sometimes draw that, you know, linear line to where we are in our world. You know, we see one perspective, you don't see the other. So I think it'd be kind of interesting. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure in the places where there was, you know, maybe peace, security, you know, and the Rebels are messing things up, you know, like, you know, and they're like, oh, the Empire's fine. Yeah, there's all these rules and regulations, but overall, you know, there's security and all this other stuff. And then these Rebels are causing chaos. I don't know. It would have been interesting to maybe get something along that line. Because we're always like, one of my disappointments was when they said Battlefront 2 is going to be from the perspective of the Empire. I'm like, oh, dude,
I was so down.
Dude. And then like one level later, Iden's a rebel. I'm like, what? What? It was still fun to play, but it's like, you kind of were there. I guess even Squadrons was kind of like that too. You get a little bit of the Empire perspective, and then it quickly spins around the other way. So I don't know. It's like maybe I'm wrong. I don't have the numbers. I don't know I can't speak for the entire audience, but I think it'd be cool to really just get into it. Like I was kind of expecting Andor to maybe bring in Krennic and stuff like that. Maybe like, you know, so you get like what's going on with Krennic's Death Star project. Maybe they'll do that season 2 of Andor. Who knows? But yeah, Krennic was in the Thrawn books too. But yeah, it was just it'd be really cool to really just lean into, you know, the Empire side. You know, maybe there's a perspective like, hey, you know, maybe the security, you know, they exchanged some freedoms, but hey, you know, at least there's not all this Clone War chaos going on and stuff like that.
Look who we got.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh my gosh.
Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
It's Rossi.
Rossi? No way. Is this the Rossi? I don't believe it.
Is this the Rossi?
Oh, I can't hear us.
This is Michael Rossi?
It looks like him from the profile pic.
Yeah. Sweet.
I don't know if he can hear us.
Can you hear
Here,
us?
1 second. Sorry.
Oh gosh. It looks like that from the profile pic.
Oh, it's me. Oh, it's me. Oh, damn, there's a delay.
Oh, there's gonna be like a 40-second delay.
He's probably watching the stream, right?
For some reason, it's not working in his headset. Or whatever.
Oh man, yeah, it's going to the TV. There, yeah, I hear him now. They're there, dude. I don't know what's going on. The audio.
Rossi, there's too much feedback, man. We're gonna have to let you go, bro.
It's great seeing you.
Nice seeing you,
dude.
Oh, I feel so bad. Oh, my cheeks are hurting right now.
I couldn't hear anything.
I think we heard him towards the end, but then you hear his TV. It sounds like he's maybe watching the TV, and there's like a 10-second delay.
40 sad, yeah.
So I feel so. Oh, well, nonetheless, yeah, it's great seeing Rossi here, man. It's been a fun conversation. I want to give. I think we got to give Rossi a lot of credit for making it happen.
Yeah, we do, because he's literally the one that was always gunning for us, man. You know, I wasn't missing this first new Monday stream. Arnold, you're crushing it, homie. Love the chemistry with you guys. Super fun.
Means a lot. I'm glad you like it. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got to be patient. You guys got to give it time. I know you guys are used to, you know, me and Josh, but
I don't blame them either. You know.
Yeah. Like,
imagine you're watching your favorite show, and all of a sudden, you know, it's like some other guy's like, "Who the hell is this guy?" You know?
Yeah, but you got to remember, like, it was a
like imagine if Han Solo got rid of Chewie, and all of a sudden I show up, like, "Who the hell is this guy? This guy ain't no Chewie."
Well, you know, maybe you're Black Chrysanthemum.
Oh, there we go. Right. Okay. You know, that'd be an interesting dynamic, Han and Black Chrysanthemum.
Could be. Could be. Maybe you're Lando.
Ooh, no, he's too suave. I don't have the same charisma as Lando. I'm not gonna go that far.
Don't cut yourself short.
I don't know. Oh, what do we got? Should they introduce another Skywalker, the new Jedi Order movie? Like maybe Luke has a secret son that he had away. Do you think they're bringing Mara Jade into the equation at some point?
I don't know, man. I have no idea. I don't think they would ever do that, to be honest.
I mean, they're bringing zombie stormtroopers. Is it that far fetched?
It's not far fetched. No, it could definitely happen for sure.
I think I've seen crazier things happen. We speculate. There's a Mara Jade in the game we play. They call it the Emperor's Hand Mara Jade. There's going to be like a Jedi or Mara Jade Skywalker at some point. They've been picking stuff up from Legends and like bringing it in their own way into the canon. So I don't think it's.
I would personally love it if they would maybe make a show about like a Luke Skywalker grandson or something like that. But it doesn't have to be, Cade or Jason or anything like that. It can be like, some new character they want to create.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, but I guess the way it would have to go is that, Mara Jade and Luke maybe went their separate ways when he flew to not Jakku. Aktu, yeah. I hate to say I only remember that because I have the Star Wars pinball game. That's how I remember the planet name.
Yeah.
So that'd be interesting. I think it's totally possible.
Where are you going, Luke? I'm just give up and die.
I'm gonna get some moof milk and I'll be right back.
Yeah. I'll be dead when I'm back.
It's not just a boulder.
It's a Maroc.
It's a Maroc. Oh,
sorry if already mentioned, but loved Hayden's acting in Ahsoka. Seemed like he deepened the role by showing the knowledge and wisdom. Although I did love Hayden's portrayal in the prequels as well. He did. He definitely deepened a lot for sure when he came back. But at the end of the day, it wasn't. It wasn't him from the prequels. It was just like a new version of Anakin in the afterlife.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see because I mean it's hard for us to say now because we were young. We probably weren't around as we said. But Anakin, he got a lot of hate. The baby Anakin got a lot of hate. Jar Jar got a lot of hate. So it feels like I could be wrong. It feels nice that he's being embraced in the Star Wars community. Same thing like with Jar Jar. It wasn't Jar Jar that saved Grogu, but it's great seeing him being brought into a role that
pretty much literally was Jar Jar.
Hello there, this is Darth Melvin, leader of the Knights of Melvin.
Is this the future right here you're telling me about?
The future right here.
I am the people's champ. I am here to avenge Star Wars.
Dude, listen, Theory, I can't top this
What
guy.
up?
Goodbye. It's all you guys. It's all you guys. Peace out. Yeah. Oh, this is I swear do you make YouTube shorts? I swear to goodness I saw a short of you before.
I make a few shorts,
okay.
But mostly I do the long form videos taking down Disney Star Wars. It is trash, and we are avenging Star Wars on my channel.
There, I'm telling you, you got the wrong guy. This is your guy right here. I love it.
Hey, maybe we could be a trio.
I'm here to wreck the internet. That's why I'm here.
So he's doing it.
Definitely.
Yeah, he's got the whole get up, man. He's shoot, man. I'm jealous right now. God damn, he's got the rep, dude, man. Star Wars Theory.
I've been avenging Star Wars for over 3 years, and I am tired of Disney shills.
He's here to spread a message, okay?
Do you know Mike Zero? Yeah,
I've got a whole playlist on Mike Zero. I've exposed the shit out of Mike Zero.
He has a playlist. He had a playlist on me too years ago. Like I think 30 videos.
Me and Theory, we got off to a bad start, but we talk. And here we are. I think this is the will of the Force.
I think
it's the will of the Force, and Theory is embracing his inner Qui-Gon Jinn, having me on the show.
Yes, I am.
I don't want to know if he has videos on me. This dude promoting trash mobile games.
No. I don't think I've seen a video on you.
Oh, okay. Well,
no.
All right. Well, I have the sweats, the bead sweats going down my forehead right now.
So what's going on, Mel?
Nothing. Just I'm here to avenge Star Wars. I'm here to wreck the internet.
So what's the next move? What's the
next move? I don't know. Disney Star Wars in 2024, like, what is there to be excited about? People need to embrace the dark side.
You're not excited for Star Wars
Skeleton
Resistance
Crew,
Volume 4.
The Acolyte. The Acolyte is going to be the worst channel, or is going to be the worst show ever. And
I like the optimism.
It's going to be good because, like, honestly, the premise seemed interesting, but it's just like I just don't trust Leslie Headland, dude. I really don't.
What work has she done before? I'm not familiar.
What was it called? Something doll, Russian doll.
Yeah, it's a Russian doll.
Russian doll.
I don't know what that is, but it's just her comments about Star Wars and George and stuff, and I just think it's pretty ridiculous stuff she said, especially like what was it like some of her actors for the show? Remember that woman was like, Star Wars is a patriarchy. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is a patriarchy. What are you saying? It just made no sense to me. But that's like the direction that I hope that the show isn't going to take. And I hope it's just going to tell a really cool story about like 200 years before the Phantom Menace, because I think there's so much story.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
dude! Like, I mean, that literally is like a gold mine of a place.
Were people speculating that Revan was going to make an appearance in that? I can't remember. It's I haven't kept up with that in a while.
I don't think so, because Revan making an appearance there would. I mean, that's only 200 years, so it would have to be like thousands.
Everyone thinks like, oh, this is going to be cool. Plague is going to show up. Tenebrous is going to show up. None of them are going to show up.
He's not.
None of them.
No.
Leslie Headland said like she's read some of the EU. She's just going to do her own show, going to push her own political messaging in the show, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Disney Star Wars.
Dude, I'm going to be watching this show one day, and all of a sudden he's going to like hack everyone's televisions.
Dude, literally. That's what I'm telling you. That's what Melvin's going to do. It's just going to like,
people of the universe.
It's like General Zod when he called down to Earth.
Yeah, like right before the alien invasion. Yeah. It's always 24 hours. You know, like even didn't Palpatine give 24 hours? He's like, what's it the 24 hours? Just do it. Let's just do it.
Yeah, well, Palpatine was just playing both sides like crazy. So I mean, he was next level.
Oh gosh.
After seeing what they did to him in The Rise of Skywalker, that really inspired me to make the channel and to get on this platform.
This now we're talking. Here
and
we
to fight
go.
back for the fans of George Lucas.
Hello there.
It's a
God.
What's up,
dude?
boys?
I don't even know. This is awesome. Oh my gosh. See this? I told you, man. I think you got to just cycle every week. Just talk to some of these fantastic people you got here, man. I think that would be, you know,
great.
I think you got so many great people. There's much I would love to do something weekly, but I think you have all these fantastic people to hear from. Oh, this is awesome.
That's your boy? Melvin's your boy?
No, I was being sarcastic.
Me and Stone in the basement, we're bros.
Oh, okay.
Not as we're not as close as friends as me and Fury.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Fucking around a bit.
Actually, it's funny,
What's
like,
up, guys?
except for one, like, about 5 minutes, literally the last time Melvin and I interacted with each other was on your last community stream when you had him on as a guest.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. So how you guys doing?
Y'all do Star Wars stuff on YouTube, or just
Yes,
friends
I
of
do.
Fury?
I do a lot. Do a lot of Star Wars gaming stuff.
Oh man, you got a sick TIE fighter up there too.
Yep. There's more. I
Ooh.
can't see it because but there's a lightsaber. There's other stuff on the other side that are just off camera. There's a lot of little things, keyblades, Captain America shield, etc.
Gee, man.
What's
I
that
just
big
think it's
key
cool
on the
that my
wall
bald
there?
spot
Is
lines
it
up
from
with,
Kingdom
like,
Hearts?
the weapon.
There we go.
There's two of them that I think you can see it right there.
So you know what's bothering me? Why are people defending Sabine Wren? She's literally Rey 2.0. It's the same character. Same OP powers. And people are defending him. They come in my comments, I hate the sickles, I hate Rey Skywalker, but I love Ahsoka and I love Sabine. And I hate you. It's like she's the same character.
Yeah, Sabine actually had some training.
She has some blood.
No, that's the thing. She didn't. She didn't. She had 1 hour of plagiarized Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope training. 1 hour. And then before that, it was a lot of saber training in Rebels. And then before the events of Ahsoka, she was Ahsoka's apprentice. But in Episode 3 of Ahsoka, that was like first day stuff. Blindfolding her, telling her to move a cup with the Force. I mean, that's the bad writing of Dave Filoni, but if she was taught how to use the Force before the events of that show, why was episode 3 basically like first day stuff when it comes to using the Force?
Well,
and I get a lot of people in the comments kind of like, "Yeah, she's been training and everything." Yeah, that's saber training. That's not connecting to the Force.
No,
the Force
when you're
awoken.
off with something for a while, you want to go back to the basics, make sure everything's tight, then you can move up.
So she had 1 hour of training, and now she's like force pulling, force pushing, and Hu Yang said she has no aptitude for the Force. She wouldn't have been accepted at the Jedi Academy, but that's not how the Force works with Disney Star Wars. Anyone could use the Force.
Oh, that's awesome. Is that signed by the?
Actually, that's what George
voice?
said.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
No, there's a lot of fake news going on about that. George said you have to have a certain. Everyone's got the Force, and everyone's got midichlorians. You have to have a certain amount of midichlorians to be able to use the Force like a Jedi. There's a lot of misinformation going around about George Lucas. And when it comes to Sabine, she is not Jedi material. She doesn't have the potential. You know, think about like a basketball player. Not everyone could be in the NBA. Not everyone has the athletic ability. Sabine doesn't have the potential to do it. It doesn't matter how much she tries. And the thing is, she had 1 hour training, so she didn't even try at all. She is Rey 2.0.
I think she's better than Rey because she's a descendant of Tar Vizsla. I still don't think she should be using the Force the way she did.
That's also fake news.
Way too much.
Isn't Rey a descendant of Palpatine?
Exactly.
So
people say the Tar Vizsla, oh, it's okay, Tar Vizsla. Oh, how long ago did he live? And then it's like Rey Skywalker, descendant of Palpatine, granddaughter. They think that's ridiculous.
That actually makes
it's like it's somehow Sabine is making Rey like a more likable character, and that is sad. That's fucking pathetic.
Okay, but Rey didn't even train, okay? And she like all of a sudden like Kylo said something about the Force, and she like just beat his ass. And then she like uses Force lightning. She can control the ship with the Force. I mean, these are like really difficult moves.
It's really
that
bad.
And keep in mind, Rey didn't fail once. At least Sabine
she didn't
failed
fail
in
once,
the progress.
and like Sabine failed a million times. And like in the end, like I still think it was far fetched that she was able to pull the lightsaber and use Force push to that extent. But at least she's not like shooting lightning out of her freaking butthole, or like you know.
The thing is, both are really bad.
Imagine if she stopped the ship with Thrawn's ship just with the Force. She's like,
oh yes, pull a Star Killer moment.
Just wait for season 2. She's probably gonna cut down Balin's skull.
Here's what I don't get. You know,
gonna slice and dice him.
When Kylo was fighting Finn for the first time, how is Kylo not running through him in half a millisecond?
I know.
Like, aren't Jedi supposed to like slice through armies at the speed of light? They're supposed to be blurs. Am I like tripping or like?
Kylo was always conflicted.
Any Force user fight versus a non-Force user should be over in half a second.
I felt like I was the only one in the theater who thought that was bullshit. Everyone's like clapping, going like, yeah. Really? That's not how the Force works. But if Disney has been consistent with how the Force works for them since that movie, and it just
I've never seen Star Wars in
it's
my life
non-canon
until 2020 when COVID hit, and then I saw everything at the same time.
That's crazy.
And I saw the
you had a big binge.
you know, the Rise of Skywalker literally like the weekend it was leaving theaters.
Wow.
Like, and I had like binged everything before that. So, and now I'm like, I've read like, you know, tens of books multiple times. Like, and I remember thinking in the theater, seeing that, like, wait a second, like, is it this kind of like horseshit? And then like I got into like YouTube to see what people are saying. I'm like, okay, so my like unadulterated opinion was definitely that this was like kind of BS as far as like playing with Star Wars' own rules.
It's
You know,
crazy.
at the end of the episode 9,
Melvin, hold on. You don't get too many perspectives like yours because they're usually like fans that are either like been lifelong Star Wars fans or they got in with the sequel trilogy. But to get in like right when Rise of Skywalker was leaving,
Dude,
and then
3 years
think
ago,
it was weird. Like,
I'm balls deep in fucking Star Wars now.
That's
obviously.
a fresh
like,
take.
Yeah,
Man. That's a fresh take. That's I haven't really come
We
across
should,
many people.
we should raise our hands for when we got into Star Wars.
What's that?
We should raise our hands for like OG sequels, like
So 1990. If you got into Star Wars
before,
in
y'all.
1990 to
Oh, yeah.
19,
Yeah, there we go.
Because
95
I'm
or
born
something.
88, but so technically I'm like the last of like the
85?
OG trilogy.
85. Okay, cool.
I was born in
85.
'76. My
I was born in
first
75.
memory of Star Wars is seeing Empire Strikes Back. I remember
Oh, dude,
sitting
that's so cool.
like front row.
yeah.
I just remember Hoth.
So yeah,
You would have been 6 years old.
Yep.
It was actually kind of
I
cool
actually
when
saw
they
Return
brought.
of the Jedi first at my cousin's
the
house. on
special
Christmas.
edition.
Yeah. I've
What was it
only
like
ever
seeing
seen The Rise
those
of
in theaters?
Skywalker in theaters and the re-release of Empire Strikes Back, I believe.
What was it
Yeah.
like
few
seeing
months ago.
Empire in theaters?
It was cool. I mean,
No, for Headless
oh,
Ned
for
Stark.
the original.
Yeah, I mean, again, I was only 6 years old, so I don't.
Yeah.
But I just it affected you so much because it looks so massive. Like we never have to see anything like that. Like I said, we're talking 82 or 80 or I guess 81 technically, right? But
Yep,
I mean,
80.
I was probably 5 actually, like 5.5. But like I just remember all that snow and the way that Tauntaun comes flying across, and then obviously like you kind of skip over some of the stuff. And I remember like when they're flying through the space, and you got the giant whatever his name is coming out of that hole trying to grab the Millennium Falcon. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Like you never see anything like that. You saw like Clash of the Titans, like the robot owl and all, like just it looked like clay, right? All the creatures. And seeing this, like it did not look like that. Like it looked real.
Yeah.
Obviously now we have CGI, so everything looks better. From a certain point of view, of course, because I still like the puppets more than the CGI. That's about my only criticism in the Phantom Menace and like Attack of the Clones is that there's so much CGI. Like you lose that aspect of like seeing that Wampa or seeing the Tauntauns or even seeing Jabba the Hutt. You kind of lose that a little bit. But yeah,
in my initial watch through, I remember I loved the trilogy, the original trilogy, but I remember looking forward to like, oh, I can't wait to see like the new graphics like that they're gonna come out with, like even in the prequels and the sequels.
Yeah. I think the prequels is like the perfect blend between OG and new stuff. I almost feel like the sequels was just too crisp, too clean.
I mean, I think
Looks
that's
good,
why
but-
why Mandalorian is good, except for the last season, of course. But like, you even get Babu Frick in there, and it's a puppet, so at least that's cool. And Grogu is not CGI, and I think that's why Mando was so good. And we saw some of it in Ahsoka. I wasn't a big fan of.
I mean, the TV show quality is hit and miss, but I have nothing bad to say about the sequel as far as like the film style of it or whatever, like how the CGI looked. Like I think that was like pretty,
you know
cutting
something.
edge.
You know what really we're missing now with the sequel trilogy that we did have both with the special edition and the entire prequel era, all three of those movies, that whole vibe and atmosphere and tone that was set by a lot of the promo material, specifically the commercials, because what we had back then that I felt like was really like the end all be all that really kind of like set that whole awesome time for us to get excited about these things was the toy commercials, the promos with all the different like fast food joints with all those special like commercials, the special ad spots for various events where we get to see a little bit of footage from like Revenge of the Sith or even from like Phantom Menace and all the other little things that were all over the place. We don't have that anymore, especially with the sequel trilogy. It's right around the time like around Last Jedi is where I feel like we lost that because of both the response to the film and also just the knee-jerk reaction from Lucasfilm and Disney and just how everything has just ended up at this point. We don't even have it now with a lot of the Disney Plus stuff, which is a shame because that was like a product of its time, but it also helped make it exciting to be a Star Wars fan because you saw it everywhere.
Dude, just to piggyback off that, like again, I didn't see any Star Wars before 2020, and I remember like being in middle school and like everything was just branded when like Attack of the Clones, I remember specifically was coming out like fucking, R2D2 everywhere, like Yoda everywhere. I had like people in school had binders and like folders and stuff with like all the Star Wars stuff. And again, like I didn't care about Star Wars at all back then, but I still get like a nostalgic feeling. Yeah, like the Pepsi machines, like with like R2 on it.
George was really big on marketing, like on merchandise. Like that's where I think he made the bulk of his money was all
Big
that.
time.
Especially because like when he sold a lot of the percentages to Fox with the original trilogy, like he had to pay them with what the movie made, right? So it's but with merch, like that's his thing. So it all goes.
He
to
took
him.
all that, everything, the Kenner toys, the spots,
dude.
the promos, everything.
But yo, boys, I just wanted to have you on for a quick minute, and then now I'm gonna get back to the show with Arnold. So I appreciate you guys coming on.
Yeah.
We'll do this again
Disney
sometime.
Star
We'll do
Wars
Yeah,
more of
it's
these
so
shows.
cool seeing everyone.
Yeah,
We'll say hi again sometime.
If you want to go in order and shout out each of your YouTube channels,
Get the
you can do
merch.
that. Yeah,
There we
Darth
go.
Melvin, Darth Melvin. Oh, dude, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Damn, bricks and screws.
We were
That's
talking
all good,
about
man.
that too.
Yeah, that was the hat. Yeah, that was the hat.
All right, it was nice
What
talking to you guys.
What people got to know is the sequels weren't a fluke. The shows are trash. Disney Star Wars is trash. Quit coping. Join the
All right,
dark
Melvin,
side.
just
Become a knight.
shout out your goddamn channel, okay? I'm just giving you a fucking 2 seconds, goddammit. What's your channel?
It's a mystery. You gotta find it. That's the whole part of it. You
Okay.
gotta find it.
Okay, Mel, if you want to find Melvin, you go to Knights of Melvin on YouTube, and then we got Chilling in the Basement. What's your channel? It's Chilling in the Basement.
Chilling in the Basement is my channel. Just all in one.
Nice.
All right, next.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't got a channel. I'm just a person on YouTube.
You're here for the ride.
Just here for the ride.
Here for the ride, baby. I appreciate you getting the merch too, man. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, gotcha.
And then Jake.
So yeah, you guys could find me everywhere at Jake James Lugo on YouTube and also on TikTok. I do a lot of Star Wars game stuff. I did a whole tier list of PlayStation games today in a video talking about every single Star Wars game on every single PlayStation platform. So go show some love, say hi, and just be cool.
Right on, man. And then we got Headless Ned Stark.
Yeah, you guys can find me on YouTube, Instagram, all that good stuff. Headless Ned Stark. I kind of combine Game of Thrones and Star Wars, my two loves. So a lot of people call me the Game of Thrones guy with the Star Wars background. I do a lot of convention stuff as well. And just really quick theory, huge shout out to you and Josh for all the work you guys did at Nerd Theory. I just got to meet Josh. I went to the meetup in New York Comic Con, which is autographs. Dude, Josh is awesome.
Nice.
We 3 hours. I couldn't have asked for a better time. It was awesome. Met a bunch of new people, all the Nerd Avengers. So there's a huge shout out to Josh because he covered the entire party and it was awesome. So huge shout out to you guys, and I appreciate it.
Great, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And then we're leaving now, but I had to bring you boys in, Diamond Figs and Star Wars Sith 66. Shout out your guys' channels and your Instagrams because I know you guys are popping off.
Go, Tony.
I'm so jealous of the collection back there.
Thank you. You can find me on YouTube at Star Wars Sith 66, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. What about you, Will?
At Diamond Figs, baby. Theory, we love you, dude.
We love
you,
man.
having dinner right
Much
now?
love.
I appreciate the merch,
I just
bro.
started the carnivore diet, so I'm trying to look like Theory in a couple years.
Are you enjoying a ribeye right now, bro?
I think you'll really enjoy that carnivore diet. So
That's steak.
Yeah, you're gonna feel good on that.
Are you mowing cow?
I hope so.
Yeah, no, you will for sure.
I'm on a hot date right now, so sorry, guys.
All you need is a body pillow. So
Melvin, what's your opinion on?
Yes. You already know.
You
Damn,
need to get
where
a whole
did you
team
get
of
that
people to
cutout,
wear that
man?
hat.
I want that cutout. Where'd you get that?
Diamond
Because I'm
he
a nice
actually
friend.
sent it to me. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Where's mine? You know what? No, I got her. She's
Theory.
yeah. Well, hey,
Just be careful when you
Unless you
clean her
move
off. You
before
don't want to
shit, bro.
disintegrate her.
Just saying, y'all need a shin body pillow, then you're good.
Yeah, no, you need to do that much for sure.
all right. Now we're going
Do
too
that
far.
much.
All right. We love you guys. We'll catch up with you in a little bit. We'll have you on the show again. Appreciate you all.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Great meeting you guys, man.
Avenge Star Wars.
Oh, dude. Oh, my cheeks are killing me right now.
All right, Melvin. I love you, bro. I'll see you later.
It's great seeing you, dude. Oh, God. I'm telling you, man. Again, like it was cool to hang out with you tonight, but I think you got all these cool people to hang out with that have shoot, man. They probably know you like the back of their hands. I think it'd be cool. Maybe just you rotate that when you want to come back to me, man. I don't know, throwing ideas your way.
You know what would be my dream is to just have like a podcast. We talk about everything.
You know, I kind of thought of a format like that.
All my channels into one podcast, like
Ooh.
gaming, psychology, Star Wars, Marvel, Cobra Kai, Dragon Ball.
What's stopping you?
Life. I don't know.
You got a platform to jumpstart something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's what I always wanted to do, but yeah.
What do we say, man? What do we say at the beginning? Just follow your heart, passion, and if you think that's where it is, shoot, man, go for it, and see where the tides take you.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. There you go. Another inspirational calendar thing. Yeah, I guess.
for sure. Go after what you want. Yeah, I guess.
I can see you doing that. Yeah. I mean, again, you have all these cool people that you can hang out with. I'm sure maybe you can, heck, maybe get someone that worked on Dragon Ball Z to come on your show. I know you had Sam Witwer one time on your show one time. So, I'm sure you know the right doors to knock to open up those lines of conversation.
I do. Yeah. I just, well, my position in the Disney world. I'm not too favored, and anyone who works with me is kind of like a black plague. You get it's like Dumbledore's hand. It's it's got to come off. So it's like so I don't want to destroy anyone's career just by being involved. Give them the influenza. You know how it is.
Yeah, I want to believe that's not the case. It would really suck just to have a conversation. And I think spending some time with you here. And this is the long talked to you before a little bit. Talking to you now. I feel like oftentimes that persona that some people twist on the internet. It feels like it's too out of context and people aren't like actually sitting and listening. And maybe you'll have takes that they don't like, but I think that's what helps. Maybe the feedback you're putting out there is crucial. Maybe the move in a better direction. Maybe I don't know. I just it's weird to shut people out just for having a conversation. Just because you talk with them doesn't mean you're 1-to-1 on their opinion. You have the same stances and Star Wars, the world, and all that. So I don't know. I want to believe that's not the case, but I wouldn't put money down. It could very well be the case that that some people don't want to risk it.
Yeah. From what I told you behind stream, it's So it just, I think I'm a lone wolf, and I think that's the way. Or
that's how it is in my game too. Like everyone, they get the and again, I don't want the creators to get into crossfire. Like people, they'll get like the exclusive reveals on characters or have developers on live streams, and it's very obvious they dance around me, the developers, that is. So it's I get it, but it's a much more niche world where you're definitely more. You got more eyeballs in regards to Star Wars at large rather than just a specific video game.
But I love what I do, and as I said, like I'm here for the fans, and I that's what keeps me going is my love for Star Wars, my love for George Lucas.
Yeah, that's
and the fans that are keeping me around and keep me here. So
100%, man, you hit the nail on the head right there. You got to stay true to who you are. You take it or leave it, as we kept saying.
Yeah, pretty much. But I enjoyed streaming with you, man. Chat, what did you guys think about me and Arnold, dude? Do you want to see us again, or do you not like our chemistry? Or personally, I thought it was great. I think for a first stream, it's obviously we're learning each other and everything like that. And but I think it was fun, man.
Regardless, even if this was just a one-time deal, it was just awesome to hang out, chat with you. It's fun just to talk Star Wars and all the other stupid stuff we've talked about. But again, I just a moment ago, you had all those people on. I'm just throwing suggestions your way. If you think your audience would like or you would like, just to cycle through all these people. Come back to me. I don't want you to feel like you gotta, stick on me, for every single week. I think you got a lot of cool folks out there that would love to chat with you like we had today. It was a lot of fun. I can't believe it's been. Gosh, it's almost been 3 hours. It's been a lot of fun,
man.
Yeah.
Well, plus the half an hour before that where we were just like shooting the shit.
Oh, that too. Yeah. So it's been at least 3 hours.
3 hours already.
Yeah. So it was a lot of fun. Again, I'm no Josh. I know people are. They love the guy. I'm not gonna be able to replace him at all. But hopefully it was just fun. Just
that's not what I want. I don't want to. I'm looking for someone new that wants to be here and wants to put in the time, and so that's if that's you or just myself or whoever else, I appreciate you guys, and I enjoyed my time here today with you. I really did.
I'm glad to hear that, man. I was worried like, oh man, am I gonna be too overbearing? So it was good to hear. Good to hear. It makes sense.
You bring the energy, and that's something that's very rare in today's day and age. So I love that, man. You bring the fun, you bring the energy, and Yeah, it may not be everyone's cup of tea, but definitely mine. So
it's totally fine. At the end of the day, you know, you're not going to make everyone happy. Just do what you want to do. You know,
you're preaching to the choir, man.
Exactly.
You're
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to do everyone at once, then what the hell are you? You know, you can't do everything.
You can't. No, and I find even the people who try to do that, they their own people that they try to adhere to get like turn on them all the time.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man. But you know, I'm a message away. You know, just you gave me enough heads up, because if you would have told me like just last, I was like, oh no, I wouldn't. It'd be hard to make it. But yeah, if you like, give me a couple days notice, I'll try to keep this time slot free whenever it might be, this week, next week, whatever month from now, 10 years from now. Rossi maybe you just got to get Rossi to super chat you. And for the next 10 years, fine, I'll bring him back.
It's mainly about Rossi, man.
It's all about Rossi. Yeah, how much did he super chat this week? Not enough.
We gotta hit quota. You and I are working together. We're like, what did Rossi send you? I sent me $500.
He's out of money, he says. Yeah,
we'll see. It depends, what he sends. But yeah, we'll see.
He cracks me up, man.
Yeah, I know. I love that guy. He's a good guy. I hope his doggy is gonna be.
Yeah, I know he had a dog. Then he had some dental stuff going on. It's like, gosh, it was a rough month. It sounded like for him.
Yeah.
I'm W. Rossi in the chat. All right, dude. I have my Lady Vinaldo, as I like to call her. She's ready for some dinner here.
I'm gonna stay on stream a little bit longer, guys. We have another special guest coming in as well. Someone you may know from a long time ago, but yeah. Go do your thing, man. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for the invite, man. The pleasure's all mine. Thank you to your chat. I was going to call you guys the Kyber Club, but everyone's welcome to the Kyber Club. We're open 25/8 for 1 extra hour, 1 extra day of party.
We are now. I hope you guys go and subscribe over to Arnold. I put his channel link in the description below. You just got to click it and you're there. So
sweet. That'd be great. If you want some fun party music, you want to watch me play a mobile game, we'll help destensify the mobile game for you. I'm all there for it. We're there just to have a good time. We don't need to know the game to have a good time with us. That's all that matters. But anyway,
I think you got good energy. I think people really love that. So
I appreciate it. Thank you, chat, for the time here. Hope you all have a great night. And as I always like to say as I wrap up, it's great to be in the Empire today. All right, Theory, I'll catch you later. All right, bud?
Later, man. Have a good night.
See ya. You too. Take care, everyone.
All right, chat. Well, we're waiting for our boy coming in now here, and it's just about a second. You guys probably know who it is. But yeah, that was cool. It's always fun getting different guests on, and it's obviously going to be a transition period, but right now we're just trying to, adapt. Personally, I love streaming alone. I think that's something that I always was used to with you guys. But, it's hard to find people that you really mesh with, and I think with Arnold, I genuinely enjoyed my time with him. So I think he has really great energy. I think he has a good understanding of Star Wars. That's the thing too, is you got to find someone who knows Star Wars, and then you also have to find someone who has good energy, not someone who's boring and lame, and someone who is always shilling for it or always hating for it. It's hard to find, and this is something I find too with today. Everyone wants to be a Star Wars creator, and I love that. But the problem with it is that a lot of people aren't as genuine as you would think. And I think they're trying to make it, they're trying to get up there, and so you'll find people will often tailor the things that they say on screen, but then behind screen they'll say something totally different, and I just don't find that to be as genuine, and I just try not to work with those people. So I personally feel like a lot of my success with you guys is mainly because I've just been honest with you from day one. If I don't like something, I don't like it, and if I like it, I like it. But yeah, I like Arnold, man. He's not a shill and he's not a hater. He just talks about how it is, and literally just talked about that. Well, it was the first stream, man. We were talking about something he's passionate about, and he seems like a very positive dude. Absolutely. And I really enjoyed my time with him. So it's not going to be the last time you see him on this channel. So on Friday, we also have Christian Harloff coming. We're going to try him out. And right now we have the Dark Lord Rise. Master.
What up, my brother?
What's up, bro? Thanks for popping in.
Oh, I wanted to show my support. I know you're off on a new journey, and
yeah,
I want to give you my blessings.
Yeah, thank you, dude. You started the whole thing, so.
So, do I have final say on who the co-host is?
Yeah, you can have final say for sure.
All right, cool, good. What
Yeah.
what was the verdict on today's contestant? What's the vibe? Was it a good vibe or what?
It was a good vibe. Yeah, it was a great vibe. He mainly covers the game, the mobile game.
What do you mean the mobile game?
Galaxy of Heroes.
Oh, really? There's like a mobile game?
Dude, apparently it makes like, what did he say? It makes like 30 million a month.
Damn, dude.
15 million a month, yeah.
Is this the one that like has like 4 characters on one side and then like 4 on the other, and you sort
I
of
think
fight
so.
it out?
Yeah, it's a turn-based game. Yeah, he has like guys that spend over $100,000 on the game, apparently. To like upgrade their stats and like all this shit.
Cool, man.
Which is pretty crazy.
And then what happened? You had like a big
Yeah, then I just
console thing.
Yeah, I just dropped it on Twitter, and then I had a whole bunch of people on there.
Cool. All right. So what's
First of all,
the news?
no, nobody fired Josh. Josh left on his own accord an hour before stream.
His own accord.
Yeah,
right?
he wanted to focus on his own life, man. He's got a busy life.
Didn't Josh? But like what? Josh didn't have with all the scoops and all the rumors that Josh had. He didn't have the scoop that he was leaving the show like 3 weeks ago.
No, dude. Yeah, he couldn't fucking tell me like a week before or some shit. Like, fuck.
Oh God, how's everybody doing in the chat? Like, is the chat popping off?
Chat's always popping off, man. We had like 3,500 people here today, and now just at a measly 2,200. You know, chilling. Got the core group here hanging out.
Awesome.
But yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. It's a transition. You know, it was a transition when you left. It was a transition when Josh left, and so I'm figuring it out.
Dude, I'm sure it'll be fine, man. You have amazing instincts for this stuff. You know the audience. The audience knows you, and that's why they're here. So I think whatever you choose, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So what's your idea? You just want to keep doing Monday streams, basically?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, well, we've been you set it up on Mondays, so we just continued that schedule.
And like, what do the people want? Let's see. Let's get some action from the people.
I don't know.
Do the people want to hear me bag on Ahsoka?
Josh quit because Theory was always canceling last minute. Wait, who said that?
Is that true?
Is that what he said?
No, I doubt it, dude. People are just trying to start trouble, I think.
What, because I was in fucking Miami? Like, what am I supposed to do, bro? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, whatever, bro.
No,
it's
I
all
doubt
good.
it.
It's all good.
Solid became a YouTube member.
Yeah, thanks, Solid.
So when's Acolyte coming out?
Fuck, who knows? Who knows, man?
What does everybody get obsessed with the Hux impression? Was that my thing?
I guess that was your.
Yeah, but that wasn't even my thing. Like, really, I mean, that was like for a window, right? Only for like a little window, I was really doing that.
I don't know.
I had another impression I was working on the other day.
First order.
Oh no, dude, I got one. Oh man, I'm forgetting it now, dude. But like, I have a Thrawn one.
What the fuck? Where you been working on this one?
Oh wait,
in the mirror?
Oh, it's just his head with your lightsaber.
What the fuck? What did you just say? Hold on. What did you just say? I gotta turn off that.
Right? Because dude, isn't that like that's how
it's
Thrawn
literally
talks?
that's how he talks. What did you just say? What did you just say? Do it again.
You can barely figure it out.
I have to turn my shit up.
He's like, oh, sorry, with the fastest
He like slurs his words. He fucking slurs his words.
No
I'm like, is
sense.
this guy drunk?
That's all he does, dude.
What did you?
Oh god, people still want that Hux, man. I forgot what the Hux impression even was.
I'm the spy.
Mark, did you watch Andor? I did not, to be honest.
God.
But I want to. I really want to watch Andor.
Fuck.
Great job.
Dude, why is it so good? Why is your fucking impression so good?
Oh god.
Fuck.
So what else is going on? I see some love for Rule of Two, old school Rule of Two.
Well, yeah, they're always asking for you. But we got our sabers coming out.
Oh yeah, dude, they look sick, dude.
Yeah, I'm actually really impressed.
The sabers look really, really good.
Yeah,
really, really good.
Yeah,
you got my boy Harloff coming on here.
Yeah, we're gonna do Friday at 2:00.
Okay, what are you gonna do? Like on his channel or your channel?
No, my channel.
Okay, but like
Yeah,
this kind of vibe, like try him
Yeah.
out for this show.
Yeah, he hit me up. He's like, "Hey, I got a bunch of tags. Like, people wanted me to come on your show." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm looking for a new co-host, and
I
wanna
should
shoot
pop
the
in on
shit."
that
Like,
one.
yeah, we'll see how it goes.
It's just fucking. Oh, Christian Harloff is here.
Well, we know what would be dope is if you came on too, man.
Dude, you know me, man. You and I talk like every other day, so I
Yeah, I
pop
guess.
in. You know, I'm obsessed with trying to get my game off the ground, and that's all I really focus on. But I'm always around.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, she got back to me, and they're actually doubling down on it because someone fucked up again. So they're figuring it out. They're on it, man. They're on it.
Who's on it?
Teespring. Teespring.
Oh, okay. Something with your clothing or whatever.
Yeah.
They forgot the address of your clothing, didn't they? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I couldn't understand half the shit this guy was supposed to be saying.
I know, dude. He was just like
He's so brilliant and so smart, but he whispers all the time.
It's like, Thrawn, turn up the volume a little bit, okay? Damn.
Dude, let me ask you a question since you're so good at this lore stuff. Why is it that Thrawn only hung out in the cargo area? Like the entire series, he's only hanging out at that cargo area, like right by that thing. He just stands there
I
for
don't know.
days.
I don't know.
All right, let me ask you another question because all my friends and I, like, we have this going joke that nobody knows what the hell was in the cargo. Like, what was the cargo?
Oh, I think it's dead Night Sisters.
It's dead Night Sisters. Do you think or do you know? Like,
No, I don't know. I think making it up, man.
the important cargo is finally on the ship. We won. It's just like what?
It's like a video game. It was like a fucking video game. It was like loading. It was like loading time.
Right.
99% there. We'll be
Yours is better than mine, dude.
42 seconds. Yeah, and please strap in your seatbelts and prepare for takeoff.
Yeah, that's what he sounds like. That he sounds like a drunk like pilot.
Like pilot, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Oh god.
He's always composed.
So is that what it is? It's supposed to be dead Night Sisters?
I mean, I think.
Right.
Because in the Fallen Order game or whatever, there were all these like dead Night Sisters that were resurrected.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on Dathomir.
Dathomir.
I don't know. That seemed like they had a deal, right? The Great Mothers had a deal with his ass to ship them to Dathomir, and in return, they were going to help him with the dark magic.
So for me, my relationship with the Night Sisters comes from Star Wars Galaxies, right? Because like in Dathomir, that's where the Night Sister Enclave was, and you did all your Night Sister missions there, and that's kind of like where the lore of the Night Sisters come from, right? It comes from the RPG, then an SWG, like this is 10, 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But how the hell did the Night Sisters get to this other planet?
Mm.
Like, do you know? Like, it's just a serious question that I have. I just didn't connect why there were Night Sisters on this random planet.
This was the original Night Sister planet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right. But like, just.
But this is also Mortis. Bro, so remember at the end, you saw the end where Balin went to he was walking?
Yeah.
Did you see out in the distance how there was this gleaming thing on the tip of the mountain?
Maybe,
Okay.
but I remember the Mortis episode from Clone Wars, like roughly. This is supposed to be where Anakin went. This is supposed to be the same planet.
I don't think it's the same planet, but it's the same freaking thing. Like there's that mountain with the blinking icon, and it's like.
Right, because there was a Clone Wars episode, right, where Anakin goes and interacts with the brother and the mother and the whatever, the brother, the father, the sister, all that.
The cousin, the family dog, the
right,
fucking,
right,
yeah.
But this isn't that same thing, though, right? This is like some. Yeah, no, I hear you, man.
No, it was. I'm trying to bring up the. Yeah, here we go.
Here we go. And you're beginning to sound like a separatist.
Wait, hold on. Fuck, where is it? There.
Yep. What does this look like? It was shot in the 70s. No. This is like
You
a weird
see
video.
that's supposed to be the daughter, right? Her head's gone.
Right.
And then that's the son.
And the daughter was like the evil one, right? She's like the dark side.
No, she's the light side.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right.
So she gave her life for Ahsoka. This dude's the balance. He wanted Anakin to take his place. And then this dude was the evil one. Did you see that right there? This right there is glistening.
Okay.
Gleaming. And that's the same sort of thing from Clone Wars when Anakin saw it. See?
Right. This guy got very poorly used in this show.
Dude,
by the
yeah,
way.
like, what a joke.
It was a great setup, and then you're just like, okay, like what happened there?
I know.
Like it never really explains much, like why he's so loyal to this one woman, what he's looking for.
No, not at all. Yeah, I don't know.
But he's a good actor. I liked him.
Really good actor. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, indeed.
And you're sounding like a separatist.
And Shin just like decided to just pack up and hang out with these
Marauders with these like random ass,
yeah.
The Tuscans of that world.
Right. And then Sabine and Ahsoka are just hanging out with the turtles, the rock turtles.
They're just hanging out with the turtles with Anakin's ghost watching.
Right. Wow. If there's ever a show that's not going to get a season 2, it's probably this one, right? Or no, for sure it's getting season 2, right?
For sure it's getting season 2.
Yeah. People loved it.
Well, the ratings kind of dropped on the finale.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah, well, I mean, episode 7 and 8, I felt like just dropped off too. But that's like the whole problem with Star Wars these days. Everything's just dropping off, man.
The Clone Wars episode was episode 5 or 6?
Well, 7 seasons.
No.
What do you
The
mean?
Clone Wars episode in Ahsoka, like the one with Anakin and stuff.
Oh, that was 4, I think. Yeah, it was. I think it was, or 3. Season 3.
Season 3.
Chat, was it season 3 with the Mortis arc? What are you talking about?
No. I'm saying the episode of Ahsoka that had the Anakin stuff was like the 4th episode, right?
Oh, the 5th. Yeah, the 5th one. Yeah, what about it? Which season?
Was it the 5th one?
Yeah, the 5th episode was, the Clone Wars flashback.
Right, because the first episode is like the setup where Sabine loses the thing.
Yeah.
Then the second episode is the one where they're in Corellia, right?
Yeah.
Then the third episode, I forget.
And then the 4th episode, I forget too. So the 4th episode, they're on fuck, what's that planet where they fight Balin? Where she fights Balin.
Where the artifact is from.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I just thought, like, out of all the Disney stuff, it definitely had the closest sort of respect, I think, for the old ways.
Mhm.
But it just felt like it never really brought you into it. You know, it's like you said it really well in one of your videos where it was like, it's hard to care for these characters as much because they're so new and there's so much baggage with the whole franchise that you really got to go extra hard to like bring you into what these characters want, you know, so that you care about them. And like, you know, Sabine's willing to sacrifice everything to go save Ezra, but yet when they meet each other, it's like, hey, how's it going? Oh, wow. Like, you're here. That's so cool.
I was expecting them to just like run and hug, you know, or like
Yeah,
make
or
out
something,
or something.
you know, like a little Leia's theme and a hug, a camera spins around, like real passion. Like it's like
They're just being sarcastic with each other. I'm like, okay, you've literally
I mean-
followed him to another freaking
and
galaxy
like potentially sacrifice the life of millions of people.
trillions, the whole other galaxy.
For what? Like I mean, if it's some crazy Romeo and Juliet type of thing, like let's see it. Let's see a little energy here. you
Yeah,
know?
man, but just like,
Yeah. Anyway.
PG. So, you excited for your game?
Yeah, it's cool, man. I'm pumped. The community's starting to grow, and you know we're building a lot of stuff. I got to get you in there. I mean, you've never been in there once. So, you know,
How many people here in chat have a Oculus? Spam 1 if you got an Oculus, because then you can play Mark's game. It's free.
we should do a hangout in there one day, but
Yeah, like a fan meetup would be cool.
let's see. There's I think
There's a few. Yeah, there's a lot actually. A lot of people in Oculus.
Yeah,
So
basically, you know,
what's your name called? What's your game called?
It's called Riff XR.
Riff XR, guys. If you want to go check it out, it's Mark's game.
It's on Steam.
Popping off right now.
Yeah, it's on Steam.
I just bought an Oculus today. Cool. Yeah, go for it.
But yeah, man. So what else is up? I know you were about to sign off, and it's already 11.
No, nothing's up, bro. Like just chilling. Really excited for our Sabres.
You haven't shown anybody what it looks like.
No,
yet.
I haven't shown anybody, man. Yeah, haven't shown anybody.
Yeah,
Not
it's
going
cool
to.
looking.
Not going to until it's ready to go. So.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be really cool. I this time I'm keeping one. Last time I didn't, get to keep one. This time I'm gonna keep one.
Yeah, but then we only have we have 50 in this batch?
I think 50, yeah.
So then we got 48.
48.
Fuck, it's gonna be.
Well, 49. You don't have to keep one. I'm
keeping one. You fucking I'm gonna keep one.
Yeah, I'm keeping
this
this
one's
one.
sick as hell, man.
Yeah. I'm keeping this one.
Yeah, I didn't keep the last one. I might auction this one off, but it would have to be at like a ridiculous price because I don't want to get rid of this one. I'm mad that I got rid of the old one. That was the first one, dude. It was.
Yeah. I'm bummed out. It was really good too.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Had a great sound. It was dope.
Can you guys type 1 if you're gonna grab one of the 48 now Sabres? What are we gonna retail them for? We haven't even talked about this. This one's definitely more expensive because it comes with black and
so
the case
expensive.
and
then we had to paint it.
And we had to do like the case and the plaque and the box. And then we had to do the 3D printing with like the different sizes.
Yeah.
And then the matte white.
Yeah, I mean, but at this point, you've pretty much dropped all the beans already.
No.
I mean, you described it. The matte thing was pretty.
Not matte white. Yeah, no, there's more to it than that.
Yeah, but that was like a secret, wasn't it?
Nah.
Can I fly like an inquisitor with one?
Maybe.
Let me see here. Can somebody tell me why the stream is called A New Beginning?
I also did say this at one point.
What? You said this was a new beginning?
No, I said it's going to be a Frost theme.
Oh, did you say that?
Yeah.
God, man, they have all the receipts. They have all the receipts.
These are the diehards, man. They listen.
Yeah. That's cool, man. So, any questions? I'm about to pop out here, man. But anything?
Any last words from Mark?
Yeah.
Does he have last words? Ask him.
I mean, that's the perfect impression, though. It's like anybody can do it. Just talk like really low like this and say words that don't really mean anything, and try to sound smart.
Make sure you don't really say much.
Dude, like,
I'm very
oh
composed.
God,
Very, very composed person. very smart. Why did you come over here?
Yeah, so smart that he didn't see. Like the whole thing. Like, did you ever watch Lost?
No.
Did you ever watch the show Lost?
No.
In Lost, like the villain of the show is this guy called Benjamin Linus, right? And every time Benjamin Linus talked, you knew that he was planning something that was like 6 steps ahead of everyone,
Yeah, okay.
And that I think is the expectation that they set up for Thrawn. And I never got that. Oh my God, this guy's so smart. Like, everybody better watch out,
Yeah. I know. And there was no build up to him. It's just like they introduced this guy, and like, so people who don't know him, they're just like, okay, well, he's blue.
Right.
That's
He's
it.
blue, yeah. And he talks a little bit like this in Ezra Bridger. The only thing he does in the whole show of any consequence is that he sends this Night Sister woman off to her death.
Literally.
Yeah, like that's really it. That's the only thing he does.
It's
like, oh, I'm afraid you have to go there.
Oh, the Empire. And then she's like, yeah, for the Empire. And then she's like, yeah, for Dathomir. You need to go and sacrifice yourself for the Empire.
Right.
She's
That's
like,
it.
bitch, the Empire's dead.
Yeah, that's the only thing he does is send this woman off to her death. And like, she's there to protect the room, and all 3 of them get there. And then 2 of them go around her and just go to the other
Dude,
door.
that was so... Oh, my God. I was like, why can't they just fight her? Why can't they all just fight her for like 2 seconds?
2 of them go.
For just 2 seconds. Dude, they could have just thrown their lightsaber at her and Ahsoka could have attacked, and that would have been it. And then they go on to fight. Like...
Oh, God. Anyway. What are you gonna do?
Like, it would have been sick if she put up like a spell and like blocked everyone else out.
Right, or like did like a thing like Count Dooku with Obi-Wan, like froze them in place, or like a little crowd.
She's got magic. Just put up a wall, like a magic wall around Ahsoka.
Right, a little crowd control, dude. Like
Literally.
something. Anyway,
whatever.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And your boy, they didn't get our boy Gillard in there either, and it shows.
No, they didn't. It shows, dude. I talked to him about it.
There's videos that I've seen of people just making like the fight scenes without any music, without any sound effects, without anything, and you just look at it and you're like, wow, this
really,
yeah, this looks rough.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Like,
No, it looks rough without it. Yeah. Lightsaber's good. I'd appreciate it if you learn how to fight.
And then, oh God, what was the other thing? Like, oh, I don't need the Force in that one episode. He's doing his little
barely
Dragon Ball
moves
Z
them.
Kung Fu stuff. And then the next episode, they're all waiting for him to make a lightsaber. He's like, oh, wait a minute, I just gotta make one here.
I know, yeah. What the fuck is with that?
Yeah, God.
All I need is the Force, and then doesn't really move them very much.
Oh man!
And then Shin just uses the Force and like blasts them into the freaking. She was cool. I liked her.
She was cool. What's that Anakin statue back there? That looks cool, man. I don't think I've ever seen that one before.
Oh yeah, that's the Clone Wars one. Sideshow.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Ah, fuck, it's crooked now.
Does the OT play out differently with Thrawn there? I knew I knew your master.
I'm the.
I used the same tactics that your master would have used.
I'm the spy.
Yeah.
I was watching Mark during the Collider days. Sorely missed base dude. Yeah. Mark's Thrawn impression, making them an offer they can't refuse. Yeah.
Right. That's a good point. It does actually have a little.
I didn't even think of that.
It does have a little Marlon Brando in there.
Yeah.
No, not with that Thrawn. I mean, what's he going to do? He's going to like send somebody to go kill themselves?
I don't know.
It's just like,
I've got enough for you, won't You'll have to be stranded here. Best case scenario, worst case scenario, you're dead.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. You got the impression. It's an easy one to do.
It's so
an
easy
one to do. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no emotion in it. Yeah, wise guy Thrawn. The OG Collider is sorely missed. Also, I miss it. Yeah, I miss the OG Collider.
Well, you're gonna get Christian on here. That's kind of that's OG Collider stuff.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I like Christian. I don't mind him. He knows what he's talking about, and he's got good energy. And
yeah, and he watches everything. He watches everything.
Yeah, it's hard to come across people that you like in this space, to be honest. And they're all just.
What about Riley?
Oh, dude, I never spoke to Riley again, but I like Riley.
You should reach out to him too, man. He's great.
I think him and Christian have a thing going, no?
I think they do, like, sometimes they'll do like a podcast like about UFOs and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they're into like the whole UFO thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You, me, and Christian would be cool.
Yeah, it could be fun for sure. It's just, for me, it's just really tough to commit to like to a schedule. That's the whole problem.
Yeah.
But it's always fun to like hang out and talk Star Wars. I just wish there was more stuff, that I was into. Not that this stuff isn't good. It's like people like it, but like, I don't know. There's that game coming out, Eclipse, that looks really cool. I'm pumped about that. Is that what it's called, Eclipse?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it's called, right?
But they keep like canceling it.
Canceling it? I thought they were like saying it's coming out pretty soon, right?
No, that's Outlaws.
But Eclipse is the one by Quantic Dream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, maybe something, maybe the comics. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know what their move is going forwards. I mean, we have Skeleton Crew and we have Acolyte.
Right, Acolyte. That's the next show, right? Acolyte?
Yeah.
When's that supposed to come out?
I think next year. But I don't know. There's all these strikes and shit that aren't really getting resolved. So.
Right. Well, the writer's strike finished. Not that.
Oh, that's done.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So what's the strike right now?
The actor one, the SAG.
Oh.
Yeah, the SAG one's still going on.
Well, that's okay.
Somebody's saying that Eclipse is not till 2027. I doubt that. I don't even think Disney will own Star Wars by then.
You think they'll sell it?
Oh, for sure they're selling it.
You think so? I know so.
Disney's going to get bought.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know if it's going to be all of it or pieces of it, but it might just be like Star Wars, Marvel, or just Star Wars, just Lucas. But I think Apple's going to buy them, or Apple might buy the entire thing.
What do you think Disney's worth? Want to buy it all?
Disney, the whole thing? I mean, you can tell what it's worth. It's you just Google
billion.
it. Hold on, I'll tell you right now what it's worth. Right now, Disney is worth $156 billion.
That's it?
I mean, that's a lot of money, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but I mean, oh fuck, okay.
If you had 156 Bs, you could half. If you had a little bit more than half of that, you can do a massive takeover and take over Disney. So if you think about an Apple that has more money than, to put it into perspective, Apple is worth
they have like $1 trillion or something, right?
So Apple's worth 2.7 trillion. So think about it. 2.7 trillion can easily come in and consume. There's always a bigger fish.
Literally.
You know?
Jeez. Elon Musk, who? It's like, that's crazy.
Yeah. So they can come in and buy it easily. And I think they are. I think Apple is going to buy Disney. And I think when Apple buys Disney, the quality of the shows is going to improve. The quality of all the content is going to improve. You know, like I think Apple is not. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but I'm telling you, I think Apple is going to buy Disney, and it might happen sooner than we think.
Well, that would be nice. Yeah, that'd be good. That's hard to believe, but that'd be good. Why? You think they're bleeding right now?
Oh my God, they're bleeding big time. They've they lost like in the last 2 years. I think they've lost like 40% of their market cap.
Oh my gosh.
You know, it's been tough. I think they've come back a little bit in the last few months, but yeah, man, they've lost a lot of market cap, like over 40% in the last few years.
That's insane.
Yeah, dude, what's going on with these retractable sabers? Like I see people advertising those.
I know. Yeah, it's Disney's new thing. They're like $1,000 or something.
Yeah, but I think I saw like some other people making them now.
They can't. Disney patented it.
Did they?
Yeah. That's true. If everyone here donated $10, we could have a pretty good chunk of change for Vader episode 2. But no one fucking does that.
I thought you were going to say if everybody here donates $10, we can have a pretty good party.
Yeah, we could. We could, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, that'd be wild. That'd be wild. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Did you see Indy? Did you ever see the Indiana Jones movie?
No.
You never saw it, did you?
No.
Did you ever see any of them? Like growing up?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I saw them, but I wasn't really like that crazy into it. I saw it with my parents. I saw Crystal Skull, Temple of Doom, the one with Shia.
Yeah, that's Crystal Skull. You already said that.
The other one. What's the other one? The one before Temple of Doom. The first one.
Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders.
Yeah. Yeah, that was another disaster. The new movie that came out was a mess, man.
Yeah, I heard. That's why I was just like, fuck this.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
No Member thanks. For 14 months.
And then there was one with Sean Connery. Which one was that?
Last Crusade. That's the third one. It's great. The Last Crusade is great.
What was the one with Shia?
The fourth one. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
I didn't. Yeah. I didn't see the one with Sean.
Oh, that's a really good one, dude.
I figured.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, all of them are really good, but that one's really good. Oh, who's this? Is this the dude that wears the Ahsoka?
Yeah. You thought he was Josh?
Is that him? Like, is that actually him?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, dude? Yeah, I swear, I thought it was Josh, and like I was doing, like Josh is wearing this hat on your show, and that was him who just sent that message.
That was him on his own show.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Fuck. What'd you think of COD?
I haven't played it yet. Did you play it?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, much better than even the Verdansk one.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I gotta check it out.
The movement is so fucking smooth and so quick.
Really?
Yeah, but the beta's done now.
Oh, so you can't download it until it comes out again.
I think it's done. Well, let me see. Let me open it. But yeah, it was really nice. It was really smooth. Just the gameplay felt faster. It didn't stick. It was good. Enjoyed it. Felt nice to play. Yeah, the beta's done, I think. Right, chat? Beta's done? COD?
Somebody asked a question that I think about all the time. Somebody said here, Mark, would the sequels be remade if Disney gets bought up? And you know what? I think they would. I think they would, man. In my heart of heart, I think if Apple comes in and buys Lucasfilm, I think they would do some like rebirth, revamp, reboot type thing, and that they would spend all the money to bring George back. I mean, that's what I would do. And I think they would trash the entire thing and just say, just say, oh, you know, it was like Legends, you know, Legends of the Mouse. You know, and keep it all like whatever. There's some people that really love that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like even Anakin, I heard Anakin loves Kylo.
Yeah, I mean, we both like Kylo too. We think he's cool.
Yeah.
But, you know, Kylo kind of is the kind of like the new age Anakin, almost.
Yeah. I know what I have to do. I just don't know if I have the strength to do it. What's that line that
kills his dad?
Oh man. All right, buddy. I just wanted to come on here, let you know that I support you.
Thanks,
let you know that I'm glad that you are taking on this journey, and I'm always here, man. You know where to find me.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate you, man.
If you ever want somebody to like get half the audience really mad, you just bring me on.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck. No, dude, I appreciate that, man. I'll hit you up after the stream, and
all right.
We'll be playing COD in November, anyways. But fuck, our sabers should be. I think they're gonna sell. I think they should be ready to go end of October.
I think we're gonna ding it out pretty hard, dude.
Oh, those are gonna go fast.
We're gonna ding good, right?
Those are gonna go fast. Yeah, those are gonna ding good. Yeah, those are gonna go real quick.
Yeah, so just so the chat knows, like when we sold the first batch, after everyone would sell, we'd text each other ding.
Yeah, because we would get these constant dings on our phone. It was just like ding, 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 ding. It was just constant, like within 30 minutes, and they were gone.
Yeah, these are going to sell out quick because it looks so much nicer.
And it has
the first one.
Case. It has a stand. Does it have a stand or?
Yeah, that's why don't promise the case of the stand, because I think we might have backed out on because the thing was so expensive to make.
Yeah.
Because we had to like machine it, and it's a custom design, and the paint, and remember we had to get the parts from one place and the boards from another.
Yeah. That's like 6 months in the making.
Oh God.
Like
it's been more than that, dude. It's been like 8 months.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. Fuck. And we're like, yeah, quick turnaround.
Are you coming back to Miami, or what's going on? You got to finish the TAD?
Yeah. No, I'm done. No, I'll always come back to Miami, man. Love that place.
Yeah, man, it's fun. I'm bummed we didn't get a chance to link, but you were getting tatted the whole time.
Fuck you! I had time. You didn't make time for me.
What do you mean you had time? I called you on the spot. Let's hang out.
Because I was getting tatted and I was going home. You're like, you want to get lunch? And I'm like, I'm at the airport. You're like, oh, damn.
All right, hold on. You got one more. Super chat here.
I didn't see your boy. It's okay. Next time. We were both busy. Love Filoni, but the writing in Ahsoka was atrocious. Dave isn't good enough to do Throne Justice.
It's a little dark. Look, dude, I actually completely agree with you, but it's just dark, dude. It's just like, that's why, like, because sometimes I'll say what I think on Twitter or whatever, and I'll just get like reamed for it, you know?
Whatever,
like,
man.
It's just, I'm just trying to say an opinion, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Griffin Kukel.
Ooh.
Maybe I'll donate for once.
Maybe I donate for once. Sends 99 cents. My work is done. Dinner on me tonight.
Filoni.
Oh God.
Filoni, he had it. He had the chance.
Well, we could do the streams continuously like we did with those interviews, man. Those were awesome.
Yeah. Oh, look at this guy. That's actually a great thumbnail, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You see, he has like the Mortis head.
The father,
That's actually
with the fucking finger.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
Yeah.
Mortis on the that's a good one.
Oh God, did you watch Andor?
Dude, I haven't seen it yet, dude.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know what I have been watching is Gen V. Do you
Yeah,
watch
me
the
too.
book? Oh, really?
Yeah, I like it.
Dude, we should do like a boys theory, dude. That should be our thing.
What I really want to do is I was telling Arnold is that I really want to do like just a podcast that you shoot the shit about everything. It's not just Star Wars. It's everything. Anything you want.
Right. Yeah,
That's what I want.
I think Gen V is pretty good. I'm a big boys fan, so I was like, okay, let me give this a chance. But like that's a perfect example. Like in Gen V, I don't know any of these characters. I've never seen them before. Within like the first 20 minutes, I know what everybody wants, what's important to everybody, what are they after, what's important, you know, like what are their motivations, what are their relationships to each other. Like I understood all of that. And it was so hard to get that from Ahsoka, man. It was so difficult to understand. Like, why did Ahsoka not want to train Sabine? Like, what's the beef? Why does Sabine
She was afraid that Sabine would turn to the dark side.
Right, but that's not revealed to like the very end of the show.
Yeah, I know.
Like you don't have that tension. Like as an audience member, you don't understand that.
No.
You just like, oh, Sabine was one of the people in Rebels. Like what's the beef here? Like I don't get it.
Yeah, it'd be like, well, maybe Hu Yang should have asked me like, why won't you train her or something, and then she'll be like, you literally tell us what she told us, being like, or what Hu Yang told Ezra.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Mark's favorite character, Hu Yang.
Actually, Hu Yang wasn't that bad. I actually thought he was one of the better characters.
Yeah, he was okay.
But here's another one that I didn't really understand. So Sabine kamikazes the ship into those 2 TIE fighters, right?
Yeah.
And then it crashes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Smoke coming out of it. She walks out somehow completely unscathed, like, oh man, look at that. Wow. Hey guys, how you doing? No, too bad about the ship. It's totaled. 15 minutes later, the ship looks brand new and it's like coming in to save them.
Yeah.
Hu Yang, man.
Fucking Hu Yang, dude. He can work miracles, that guy. I mean, he's been around for like thousands of years, man. He can do anything. You ever seen that guy with a wrench? Woo. That guy can turn.
Hu Yang the wrench. They used to call him the wrench back in the old Jedi Academy.
The wrench, yeah, dude, for all the wrong reasons.
Oh God. All right. Well, dude, it's great to see you. Love to all y'all. Bobby Gucci in the house. Bobby Gucci.
Yeah, I think I missed a lot of soupies tonight. It's the first time I missed some soupies, but.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Because that was the whole format, right? You and Josh would just sit and just answer questions.
Well, we'd talk for a couple hours and then we'd answer super chats.
Which to me is fun. That's the part of Rule of Two that I also really miss a lot, to be honest with you, is the interacting with the audience, getting questions with the audience, having a chat with the audience. You know, that to me was always my favorite part of the show when I used to do it with Riley or where we did it.
Yeah.
It's, you know, chatting with the audience is a lot of fun. You know?
Yeah, it is. That's where a lot of the interaction and like, yeah, it's definitely the whole highlight for me for sure. I might even just do these streams alone, to be honest.
Yeah, why not, dude?
Yeah.
Who's Melvin? Who's Melvin? Mark and Melvin need a show.
Mark and Melvin. Melvin was just on, man. He was in his full robes and his Sith mask.
Oh, okay.
And he was talking about how Disney needs to be taken down. Disney Star Wars needs to change.
Oh, okay. Okay. He's like an extremist.
He's a visionary.
Right. And Melvin is what, Josh, right? Like wearing a mask? Or Melvin's like a totally different guy?
Like Josh? No, he's a different guy.
Oh, okay. I thought because doesn't Josh have another character that he does online that he wears a mask?
No.
Am I not supposed to say that?
No.
Oh, dude, you're making me feel awkward now.
He doesn't have a character who plays a mask.
No, I'm kidding. I'm obviously totally kidding. Somebody said that He's a hate bait grifter. Damn.
Who? You?
No.
Josh?
I don't know.
Oh, Melvin?
Mark, love you, man. Godspeed. Thank you, bro. Yeah, we had fun. We had fun back in the old days. It's just that back then they had only ruined Star Wars so much, right? So like the hope was so big, and then they've just kept eating at that hope, and they just keep eating at the hope, and they just keep eating at it. They're still there. There's still plenty there.
Yeah.
But it's just like, for me, like Obi-Wan was the tough one. Like Obi-Wan was tough, dude.
Dude, chat's going crazy right now. They're thinking that you outed some high top secret information.
Why? What about Josh?
Yeah.
Was I really not supposed to say that?
Well, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, is this something he told you? Because he never fucking told me that he wears a mask.
I mean, I thought it was pretty obvious,
Wait, what?
I'm totally kidding. Poor Josh is probably fucking drawing his comic book, say that motherfucker. He thinks,
he ruined my career. It's all right. No. Fuck. Just imagine, though. That'd be crazy. Maybe you're the guy with the mask.
No.
So Mark's like, I don't have fucking time for that.
Yeah, I'm the guy who talks like this. That's for Bridget.
What if I do to bring me a job?
We should bring Costa on here one day. Just do you, me, Costa talk
I
shit.
would love to do a show like that. Yeah.
Yeah. We just, talk a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Josh equals Doomcock. I mean, look, first of all, you guys already know that. When Theory and Doomcock had that drama, that was Josh, right? See, like, you're playing coy, but just say no. Just like on the record, say no. I know that that's not Josh.
No, that's not Josh.
Right.
The fuck are you?
Oh, look at this, dude. Shout out Mark, following since the OG Rule of Two Army and Big Mac days. Rise.
Cool. Big Mac days.
Yeah, because like I used to always say that, these Disney Star Wars just didn't have the Big Mac, What the whole chat, oh God, it's gonna blow up on Twitter tomorrow. Josh.
Oh God, dude.
It was my genius plan all along. King Kong. Oh God, dude.
Did you miss these streams, man?
Yeah, it's fun, dude. It's always fun. These are the hardcore, huh? Like what's left.
Yeah, what's left is the hardcore guys.
Right. That's cool.
You guys, yeah. You gotta go hard. Oh man.
This is my boy right here. Cause see, I got confused. Josh was Doomcock, and I thought this guy was Josh.
You're just confused. Only too many blinkers. Oh man, is Mark
cool,
Hispanic?
man.
He tried to say bye like 5 times now. Yeah, Mark's Hispanic. He's Cuban.
Yeah, what? People are making fun of me because I'm Hispanic, or
no? This guy's name is Mexican Anakin Skywalker.
Mexican Anakin. Yeah, no. Sí, yo soy cubano. Yo hablo español.
Sí.
Tú hablas un poquito de español, ¿verdad? Mía.
¿Qué?
Nada. No hablas nada. No dices ni una palabra.
Yeah, totally. I don't really understand. I need to translate to him.
It's a good impression, right?
Yeah, give me a translation.
Just like a little whisper.
Yeah. Fuck.
What's this? R.I.P. to the Inquisitor, died age 23. What's that about?
I don't know.
Dude, that one Inquisitor that died, Harkham, what the hell was his name?
Maroc?
Yeah, what the fuck was up with that?
Fuck, dude. So stupid. They literally could have made him like actually somewhat significant, but they just made him literally.
Yeah, just have a little fun with it, dude.
Yeah.
Make a little drama. Like this Gen V show is a perfect example. Like when people are fighting in that show, you're like, oh, there's something at stake. There's something going on here. You know, like I just like, oh God, and that little kid. I know you guys love that kid, but the kid with the green hair.
I don't fuck no. That kid's annoying.
Oh man, like they just left him there in that planet overnight.
It's fucking Jason Sindula.
Yeah, it's like his mother said, "Hey, you know what? Stay here by this rock and this random planet."
I hear something in the waves, Mom. Shut the fuck up. Mom, I hear something.
No, but seriously, nobody knew about that with Josh, huh? Not one person knew.
What?
No, forget it. I'm not even gonna go there, dude. Because I think it's a joke, and then and then you obviously know something because I know that look on your face.
I don't know.
Melvin rubbing off on.
Melvin rubbing one out. Bro, if you're Mark needs to smoke a J and riff on his guitar.
Well,
if you have to get rid of all those guitars except one,
which one do I keep?
Yeah.
First, it's a great question. I keep this one. This one.
Which one are you fucking pointing at?
This one.
Are you grabbing some nuts, dude?
This one right here. This one.
Okay.
Yeah, the Rickenbacker.
Okay.
If I can only keep one. But this one I built like a lightsaber.
Yeah, with Hu Yang?
This one I built I bought the husk on eBay, then I put all the electronics myself.
Cool.
Yeah, it's dope.
So what makes that one so special? The other one on the wall.
The one on the wall is the first thing I ever bought that was expensive in my life. When I worked as a bartender, I saved up money while I was going to college, and it's the first expensive thing I ever bought was that guitar. It was like $1,100, like 20 years ago.
That's dope.
So it's like, you know how like when you save up money and like what's the first expensive thing you ever bought?
Like really expensive?
Yeah, like when you were a kid growing up, right? Like in your late teens, early 20s, and you bought something. Was it maybe like a car or?
No. Fuck. I mean, to be honest, man, that I bought myself or my parents bought me?
No, that you bought yourself.
I bought myself.
Everybody in the chat is saying the Lamborghini. Yeah, but that's like way later. I'm saying like the first thing you ever bought that was like, okay, this is expensive. Maybe like a computer or something like that. Like you bought like a nice laptop or.
I can't really say because I used my student loans for shit.
Right,
to
fair
buy
enough.
a lot of, so that's that doesn't really count, right?
Some guy said mine was a gun. Yeah, I have some of those too, to be honest. Don't you have like a whole channel about guns?
Yeah, but I haven't made a video in a while.
You got a crazy collection, huh?
It's decent.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. I like guns. I like target practice. I don't know, man. I really can't remember.
Yeah. You know, it's just like when you're a young person and you're fucking working your ass off and you buy that first thing, you know, it's a moment, you know?
I just kept racking up my student loans. I had like 30 grand in student loans.
And did you pay those out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
In Canada, if you don't pay that, they'll come after you.
Yeah, you're fucked.
With those little guys with the horses, right? The Mounties.
Yeah, they show up at your house.
Oh, God.
I'm just kidding. Don't cancel me, Trudeau.
Yeah, please.
It doesn't actually happen.
All right, guys.
Jeez.
Any parting words?
Any last words? Well, yeah, I use them for school and I use them for personal shit too, like for sure. I mean, to live.
What did you study in school?
Dude, I changed my major like 4 times.
Did
First,
you
it was no. I have 140 credits, 144 credits. I needed 120 to get a 4-year degree, but my credits didn't apply to one specific thing. They were all over the place.
Some guys have Mark play Thrawn in Vader 3. All right, so I have a confession to make. My impersonation of Thrawn is based off of my friend Jeremy Johns' impersonation of Thrawn. So my impersonation is me impersonating Jeremy doing it. And now that's the one that you have. Because, Jeremy's like good at finding like that one little thing to hold on to,
Yeah.
So if you're going to do Vader 3 and you need a good Thrawn, Jeremy would be a good Thrawn. Jeremy actually kind of looks like Thrawn. He's
He kind
all
of does.
skinny.
Yeah.
Right. He's all
Tall.
skinny and tall.
Thank you so much for watching the channel. Make sure to send super chats because Vader episode 2 is fucking expensive.
Yeah, what's going on with that, dude?
Dude, we're paying thousands and thousands and thousands every week to new artists that we bring on.
The stuff you showed me last time looked good.
Oh, it's just going to look even better.
But how much further than that is it?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah, a ton.
That's cool.
But right now we're doing all of the like the characters and we're doing all the scenes and the sets. Yeah, so it's looking good, but it just takes a long time.
That's cool.
A lot of money. Well, for one guy. I guess.
Yeah, man. Trust me. I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I know the feeling. Yeah. All right. I think, is that it?
Yeah, I guess.
Are you logging? Are you going to hang out for a little bit? What's going on with you?
No, I'm going to log off.
I feel bad leaving you here all alone, dude.
No, it's okay. No, I was born in the darkness.
I was born in the dark. You just what's it like? You just
you merely adopted.
right.
I was born in it, molded by it. By then it was nothing but a bleeding shadow that got blinding. Theory, what's the background music called in your last 2 videos? Sounds really soothing and I need to listen. I don't know. Galactic Battles.
All right, well, love you all. Love you, Theory. Good luck on your new show. Don't be a stranger, brother. Invite me from time to time. This motherfucker that doesn't invite me ever to come on the show, dude.
What the fuck are you saying, man? You're fucking smoking the crack, man.
Dude. Oh, God.
Always
when is all right, here's a little Star Wars trivia. How many characters in Star Wars have smoked on screen?
There was that one in A New Hope, in the cantina.
Is that it? It's the only one I can think of.
The only one I can think of. I think there was also one in the cantina.
In Last Jedi, that guy smokes, right? Benicio del Toro. Isn't he smoking?
Maybe.
Now everything you say sounds like Thrawn. Everything you say.
Mark trying to find a character to relate to is vaping.
Oh God! Thrawn Ezra Bridger.
Not on screen, but sear. Oh man, Death Six guy. Yeah, but he doesn't actually smoke. Jabba's hookah.
Oh, Jabba. Does smoke come out of Jabba's hookah? I think so, right?
Yeah. What? Badungi babura wanga.
Oh God, dude, what was that track in fucking in Force Awakens? Oh, dude, what's the song in Force Awakens?
They wanna wanga. Misha Han Solo.
That's good. That's good.
Mito kaputa. Ratut keshata moda.
Oh god, I may make. Dude, what's the track? Come on, dude. That track from
In Force Awakens.
in Force Awakens when they're at the cantina.
Fuck, I don't know, but the one in Return of the Jedi.
Oh god, no, dude. Dude, no, dude, come on. What's the one in? You gotta play it, dude. You gotta play that.
I don't know.
Hold on. Cantina track Force Awakens. You gotta Google this. I'm trying to find the name. You gotta
Disney's
end it on this.
rubbing their hands together right now. He's about to play a copyright song. Yes, we're about to get him. We're gonna get him, boys.
It's called Jabba
4
Flow.
hours in.
Jabba Flow.
Told you he'd slip up.
Just play like a split second of it. Jabba Flow. Yeah, the chat's going off.
Jabba Flow.
Yeah. It might be the best part about the sequel trilogy. Might be Jabba Flow. I may make.
I don't remember this.
Hold on, keep going. But yeah, but this is like the remix or something, dude. No, this is like a remix, dude. Yeah, it's this one. It's pretty good.
Okay. There you go, Disney. Hey, take your copyright. Take those.
All right, Disney. Take your pound of flesh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Mickey Mouse.
Hey, that's mine. That's mine.
That's mine.
Oh God! All right, I've said bye 7 times, but I just wanted to pop in, man, and good luck on your new beginning, brother.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Love you.
All right, peace out to all.
Later, man. Mark Fernandez, everyone. The original, the OG, the guy who started this all. So, yeah. Love him. Did a lot for me in the channel, that's for sure. Excited for our sabers that are coming out. Can't wait to show you guys. I think this design is pretty neat. What the hell? I'm gonna go and eat some food, and then I'm going to do a Theory Talk stream probably in a couple hours. So if you guys want to go check out that channel, it's called Theory Talks. We're almost at 17,000 subscribers now. Let me show you. So here's my Dragon Ball channel. All right, new video is up of the reaction, and then the Theory Talks channel is right here, 16.4K, and we go live pretty much every night, as you can see, usually for like 2 hours plus. Sometimes I go bowling, sometimes I'm out and about in Miami, downtown, sometimes I'm at Universal, sometimes I am at a fun fair. But yeah, typically these streams I really hold near and dear to my heart. Love these ones, so you guys can check it out and subscribe if you're into that. Check it out tonight. I'll be on there in a couple hours, most likely, like around 11 o'clock Pacific time. Every night shows an 8. This don't pay attention to. This is my degenerate son. He's a failure, but you know we love him all the same. And yeah, so. Waffles, I'll see you there in a couple hours, buddy. And everyone else, love you guys. Hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. No clue what next week will hold, but I'll still be here for all of you, as always. And I'll have some videos for you guys, of course, every day. So, love you all. Appreciate you. And, oh, yeah. Also, I'd like to show you my other channel. Yeah, new video as well on strength theory. If you guys want to check it out, I'll be recording another one tonight. I'll be training in my garage, and then I'll probably be at the gym in a few days. But yeah, to show the other channel too, just before I go. Try to get as many people on it as I can. This is the other channel, so it's already gone up a couple hundred subs, which is great. 13.7 thousand subscribers. This is the latest video. What if a gorilla fought a tiger? Scientifically proving Star Wars is more. This one's actually really interesting, and it popped off. I think a lot of you guys might actually really enjoy this. Definitely check it out. And then, you know, the last one was like 2 years ago, so it's been dormant for 2 years, but we're back on the channel here, and we're gonna start popping off with facts for your everyday. Love you guys. See you in a little bit. Hope you have a great evening. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and see you in tomorrow's vids. Love y'all. Later.
And you're sounding like a separatist. I'm not the Jedi I should be. I want more. And I know I shouldn't.